We are in the Wheat City, Brandon, for the Canada Cup, and for teams hoping to make the playoffs, it is indeed time to make hay. After 6 draws packed full of great shots, it's the final day of round-robin play here in Brandon. Teams trying to pick up another win and lock themselves into the weekend, while others have stumbled, including some big names. Their chances of a playoff spot hanging by a thread. Many will be scoreboard watching, hoping results go their way. Who can dig deep and who will slide away? Draw 7, the 2016 Home Hardware Canada Cup continues. The city of Brandon loves their curling. They've hosted 2 Briers, 2 Scotties, a world championship back in 1995, and now their first Canada Cup. Welcome back inside the Keystone Center. Brian Mudryk, Kathy Gushue with you, and it's Friday. We've made it. Question is, which teams will make it into the playoffs on the weekend? We know what's up for grabs, a spot in the Olympic curling trials in Ottawa next year. What could be the difference on this final day of round-robin play?
Plain and simple, it is finding draw weight. That has been a struggle for most of the teams. Whoever has draw weight today gets through.
Some really good teams need a real good final day because they're on the bubble. How about this guy? Defending world and Brier champion, Kevin Koe, 1-3. He needs 2 wins today for a shot at the playoffs. Chelsea Carey, defending Scotties champion. She's at 1-3. She has to win both games as well. Reid Carruthers, looking pretty good. He's 3-1. Reid can clinch a playoff spot with the win today. That brings us to the standings, and we know this for sure. On the women's side, Kelsey Rock has been eliminated. Jennifer Jones guaranteed at least a tiebreaker. She's perfect so far at 4-0. On the men's side, everyone mathematically still alive. Obviously, the teams at 1-3 have to win, and they need a little bit of help. As for our feature matchup, it is a pair of former champions, and it's a battle of the last 2 finals. Back in 2014, Val Sweeting beat Rachel Homan. 2015, it was Rachel beating Val. What can we expect here in round-robin play in 2016?
Well, probably a really good battle. And you look at Rachel Homan's team, for them, they weren't trying to peak at this time of year, Brian. They know that they are going to be moving forward. And so for them, they haven't had a lot of reps, and it's really affected their numbers. So not the Rachel we've gotten used to, needs to be a little bit better. And
less pressure on Homan. They've already clinched that spot in their hometown of Ottawa, the Olympic curling trials. For Val Sweeting, what does she have to do better?
Well, she has to make a lot more shots. It is that outturn of hers that has really been her Achilles heel, and draw weight. We'll talk about the numbers during the show, but draw weight, where is it?
A lot of pressure on this final day. Top 3 teams make the playoffs. The top team goes directly to Sunday's final. Everyone on the men's side still alive. First Rock coming up next from Brandon, Manitoba.
The 2016 Home Hardware Canada Cup of Curling is brought to you by Home Hardware. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice. The 2016 Home Hardware Canada Cup of Curling is brought to you by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like cashmere. By Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. And by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for 22 years.
They are a pair of former Canada Cup champions going head-to-head this morning on TSN. It's time to meet the teams. Brought to you by Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
Hi, I'm Skip Rachel Homan. Our lead is Lisa Weigel. Our second, Joanne Courtney. Our third, Emma Miskew. And we curl out of the Ottawa Curling Club.
Hi, I'm Skip Val Sweeting. Our lead is Rochelle Brown. Our second is Dana Ferguson. Our third is Lori Olson-Johns, and we play out of the Saville Community Sports Centre in Edmonton.
Glad you're with us on this Friday morning. Final day of round-robin play here on TSN, the Canada Cup of Curling. Rachel Homan, the Redstones this morning. Val Sweeting, the Yellowstones. The draw to the button, actually both skips working that draw to the button. It was Rachel Homan, successful. She has the hammer, so it is Rochelle Brown, the lead of Team Sweeting, kicking things off on a very critical final day, Kathy.
Well, we've talked already about draws, and that will be the theme. You saw those numbers for Rochelle, 79%. Those are the best on the team, and as a lead, we're now expecting to see 90s from almost every player at this level, and it starts right at the beginning. Just struggles with this team at finding draw weight. And Lisa, by far and away the best drawer on this team, and we're used to the 90s for her as well. And again, 82% has put her fourth amongst leads, lower than we expect. Normally the Homan team is right at the top along with the Jones team in terms of numbers.
We've seen many times that Rachel loves to blank that opening end with the hammer. Knowing that, would Val not maybe try to put the heat on and throw a few guards up, or because of that draw weight and what you talked about, maybe both teams are comfortable with a few open ends?
I think that that is part of it. Val is not inclined to want to really push the envelope in the first end either. But when you also add that non-draw weight factor in, it doesn't make you want to go very hard, Brian.
Gosh, sorry. Sorry, Lori.
How was it here, Joe, when you
I
threw?
threw 14 to tight.
And early on now, an opportunity here for Lisa Weigel to split the rings with the intern draw.
Weight's good. 7-8.
Well, this is the sheet that we did the feature game on last night and had a chance to see it, and very good conditions right across this building. Greg Owasco, Jamie Barassa doing a great job. It did get a little heavy last night out in the wings, and that was just the combination of the humidity in the building, the number of fans. That is a 13-2 to between the hogs to go back. So that is a little bit heavier for sure. And part of it is the path. That's not a path they would have been throwing in to do the draw to the button. So it does take a little bit longer to warm up.
8-8, hard. Really hard.
Dana Ferguson,
Hard.
one of two lefties on this team. Val Sweeting also throws left-handed.
Hard. Hard, hard, hard. All the way.
Good shot, Dana. Nice shot. 8-4.
Yeah. Normal weight. This should come back. Right
Yeah,
through.
curls here.
Yeah,
Normal?
curl. Yeah, through the room.
Straight through.
You talk about pressure. We know that Rachel Homan's team, Kathy, already qualified for Ottawa. Very exciting, their hometown as well.
Oh, you bet.
For the Olympic curling trials next year. But I guarantee they want to peak this year for their playdowns. There was a lot of
You're
disappointment
right.
on this team for missing the Scotties last year.
Nice, Joe.
They're two-time Scotties champions, and you know that drive is back for them to get back to the big stage.
Well, it is. And so for the Homan team, unlike many of the other teams, they would have been looking at February or late January for their playdowns as the time for them to really shine. And so while they haven't taken this event lightly, knowing that they're in the trials, you don't want to force yourself and build a schedule around peaking now when really it is about getting to the show and being at the top of your game at the Scotties in St. Catharines.
Hard, 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 hard.
And so for Rachel, it is that draw weight. We know that she loves to hit, but for today to win this battle, Brian really does need to find draw weight early, not just the entire team, but for Rachel. And in watching the Sweeting team, boy, if I was a coach, I'd be saying force the outturn. Let Val find a way to fix what it is technically that is ailing her.
You're there. I think you're all there. It's good. A little heavy.
It's tough to believe, too, right? Val, remember, lost two Scotties finals, and if you were to pick one woman to throw a draw for you, Val Sweeting was just lights out
For sure.
for so many years and so many events.
Well, and that's been a struggle this year for the Sweeting team. It has been inconsistency, a little bit of a roller coaster up and down, and that is the key for them today, is to find that consistency that made them those Scottie finalist team. So find it and keep it at that certain level and set the ends up better. The numbers for the front end are not particularly strong. That means it goes through the order, and Val's facing some tough shots. And when you're struggling with consistency and confidence, it makes it even harder.
Keys to the game, brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
9-1.
Wait.
Throw.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Kathy, I did an unofficial poll with a lot of the players talking about the sweeping.
Yes.
And big changes this year, obviously, with those brush heads you see. And Emma Miskew, one of those players I talked to. And I basically asked, now with the world governing body and Curling Canada's governing body, everyone coming together to make sure that the materials and the sweeping's on the same page. You were talking percentages. I asked Emma, amongst others, how much they felt percentages would come down. Because it seemed the last few events, the Scotties and the Brier, the All-Stars were at like 95%, 105%. I mean, it was unbelievable. And they feel, as a group, some of them I talked to, between 5 and 10% percentages should come down. And Mark Kennedy, one guy that said, last year, Brian, you throw that quieter tap back sort of weight, you throw it out there, and it was like a joystick. It was just a no-brainer. You'd make the shot. Not the case anymore.
Well, it's not, and I would be interested to know whether the percentages have gone down because the brushes can't make you make everything, or it really has been a confidence thing as well. I know that for a lot of the skips, you really have to worry more about where that broom goes. You don't have that tolerance you used to.
I didn't know it was down. Sorry. Should have had him on sooner.
With the Canada Cup, obviously not a big body of work. It's a smaller event and more compact. We should get a better idea at the Scotties and the Brier when we compare those numbers and have a look and see how it plays out.
Well, a huge opportunity here in this first end for Team Homan with that miss by Lori Olsen-Johns to draw in, split the house, lie 3. Looking for max separation on this shot, trying to keep any double opportunity away from Val.
Got to get the paint here. And they will to lie 3 with hammer in this first end. What a start for Rachel Homan. And obviously Val Sweeting's team not sharp out of the gate.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, just here.
So objective here for Val is to hit and roll in front of the stone that's in the back of the house at the 12-foot. No very easy double opportunities, although Lori is lining up where you hit on the outside to get the double, but you can see you'd roll out for sure with that.
The Canada Cup champion in 2014, Val Sweeting.
Good sweep.
Well, Val was playing hard for that double, and Lori, seeing that they'd missed it, was hoping to stop and get the roll in.
Stay her tight.
I thought you were pretty good, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was scared to look at any more ice than that, though, because if it ever runs there.
Yeah, I thought you were really good.
I think add 5 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back line.
I like that.
It's a hair less ice.
You're the third one.
Ideal's top 12, right? No, hair less ice.
Kathy, you can tell we're in sync. We've had a coffee. It's Friday. I was just going to say, what do you think the time will be? And she already had her stopwatch in her hand. That's good work there, partner.
Thank you.
So take a guess before you time it. What do you think it's running at this morning?
14, 2 or 3 maybe.
And that's between the hogs?
Yeah.
Weight's good. 6, 7. 7. Let it curl. We're in. 9, 10. Let it curl. Can you go even?
What a great example on arena ice. How much rotation that Rachel Homan throws on her draws.
No.
Well, that's a 13, and that should be heavy.
And it rotates too much and right through the house.
Good sweep.
And your key to the game, Kathy.
I think so. Yeah.
Let Val off the hook there a little bit.
She did.
I think it'll move, eh?
Yeah, a little, yeah. Sorry?
Take a run at this one.
Yeah, I like it.
As a player, what's more deflating, Kathy? That fact that, wow, I had a chance for 3 points possibly in this game to now, oh man, maybe we score 1 or 2.
You know what, I think that for someone as competitive as Rachel, it would be complete frustration that she didn't find some paint at all.
No. Pause. No. Pause.
And Val's one
Yeah,
great
other
shot
way.
away here from possible blank. Can she get them both? Got one. Oh, she'll jam it. So the deuce still available here for Rachel and one.
The other way.
Yeah.
But for Val, you got to think you almost escaped with one here. Could have been 3 in the first end. Now 2 doesn't look so bad, does it?
I didn't know what it was across the face.
And I think it was
Jamming. Yeah. I think we had only one way to play it, but good. Yeah.
It's a big difference, 2 and 3. I know it sounds like 1 point, and mathematically I got that part. But it is more, it is a mental thing. You know, when you have hammer, the expectation is that you can find a way to score 2. But when you give 3s, you're always chasing.
It's a funny mental game, though, right? If you told Rachel Homan before they even started, hey, if you get 2 in the first with hammer, you happy, right? She'd be pretty happy. But she won't be happy because that 3 was certainly available.
Take a look, guys.
Needs the paint here. Final stone in 1. And she won't miss this time around. Nice draw weight from Rachel Homan. And 2 on the board. Our final day of round robin play here at the Home Hardware Canada Cup. Always great to be back in the prairies in the wintertime. Welcome back to our coverage on TSN. Friday at the Canada Cup of Curling. We're at the Keystone Center. And as mentioned, crucial day on Sheet B. The defending Scotties champ Chelsea Carey taking on Fleury with a 2-2 record. Team Gushue, led by Mark Nichols. What a story he's been. Fantastic playing. He's 3-1. The defending champ of the Canada Cup, Kevin Koe at 1-3. He has to win. Reed Carruthers at 3-1, taking on Steve Laycock. 2-2 record in our feature matchup on Sheet E. Rachel Homan off to a great start. That 3-1 record, taking on Val Sweeting, a pair of former champions. And it was blanks right across the board in all of the other games. So the only scoring in our feature matchup. It was Rachel Homan, a chance for 3. And a mistake would draw weight, but she gets her deuce. So a 2-0 lead as Val Sweeting now has the hammer here in 2.
Well, and I think if looking back, you know, if Rachel has a regret, it was not scoring the 3. But for Val Sweeting, for sure would be thinking that there were far too many misses in that first end, and to only give 2. You know, that's like your little warning light in your rearview mirror. You need to fix things.
Weight's good. Little down. Yes. Really hard. Down. Really hard. Hard for peace. Yeah. Hard. Okay. It's gone. Okay. 10-1. Gosh. Curl. Okay, right through.
Frustrating morning
hair.
continues
Pretty high
early
up.
on here for Team Sweeting.
Just get it into the hair? Or?
It's a little down at 10-1.
So a little bit down in weight, and also a little bit soft release, I believe, as well. And on ice like this that moves as much, if you help it at all, it is going to have that finish. And you heard the 10-1. They were expecting probably a 9-5. Those are the times between the hog line for hit weights that teams move up and down, and especially early in the game. Your tolerance is to throw a little bit more than asked, just until the pebble comes off. Val now trying to utilize the stones that are in the house as guards.
Yeah, you can if you get it here.
Could you throw a guard too, Kathy, or do you like this call?
Well, I like the coming around, but it's a good audible from the front end to let her know that it wasn't going to happen. So now they're trying to just make it difficult for Rachel Homan to remove those
That was
stones.
straight tight and it was down.
And now in the hack, a former teammate of Val Sweeting, Joanne Courtney, who joined this team. And a common theme, obviously, the Olympics and the trials and everyone chasing that spot to go to Korea in 2018. And you talk about those cycles, Kathy, and we'll likely see changes again on teams after the next cycle.
You know it.
It's become such a big factor now in the sport, chasing those Olympics. And we always say it, 3 years of grueling hard work for 1 week, winning those trials, which is so tough.
Brush. Okay.
But I don't think anybody regrets the kind of time that they put in just for that opportunity to be at the Olympics with a maple leaf on your back.
Okay.
I am tight.
Top 8. Line's good.
A little better.
Wait only. Running.
T.
Line's good. Don't need to. Don't need to. Wait only. Back 8. Back 12. Okay.
On its own to your broom.
Yeah, line's good. Good
try,
Good,
Dana.
Dana. Shot. Good.
Actually pokes out the other side, settles back 12.
13-3.
I didn't see it.
14.
Yeah, it's
13.
pretty straight out there. I mean, we're tapping our own in, so it's not horrible.
Yeah, I like it.
Hack.
Okay,
You get by. You clip it. It's okay.
your control came down first time.
And you hear the options on this shot. They know it's pretty straight, and so for Rachel, will ice Emma relatively tight. So the tolerance is that if it's going to curl up a little bit, you're actually going to wreck on your own guard. It opens it up, and you may actually chip that stone in the house, which works for you as well.
Wait's good. Hard line. Hack. Hard line. Run, roll it, Joe.
There's the plan B. They'll roll it over. A little too much heat, though. That'll likely spill right out.
Jam.
Pretty exciting times in Ottawa as well. Obviously, the Homan team from Ottawa, the Ottawa Red Blacks, capturing a Grey Cup, their first since 1976.
It was a pretty epic game. It was really interesting, I guess, unless you were a Calgary Stampeder fan.
Very true by you. And it was pretty neat. They had the Grey Cup at the Sens game the other night, and they dropped the ceremonial face-off with the puck in the cup, and
That's
Henry
awesome.
Burris was dumping the puck to center ice. Pretty cool.
Yes. Yes. Hard.
Great to see that for Ottawa, and of course, a big event. The Olympic curling trials coming their way as well next year.
I reversed that.
They did a great job hosting the Tim Hortons Brier.
When I was throwing
Had a
them
great
off,
time in Ottawa.
2 is curlier, 5 is slower.
Normal. No. No.
Right on the nose.
Yeah.
And so because they are shot and an opportunity to lie two, Val will just play the draw down to that stone.
75, 80. Do you think
Yeah.
that's okay for me?
I think so. Just a little tight on my first one. Yeah, a little bit.
Nice. Good.
That's lots.
Oh. Wait
You see Laurie push out with the hair broom there, Kathy. Obviously, you can use that with your release,
You can.
but you cannot brush with it.
Cannot brush with it, cannot hold it, and you cannot even use it in practice as a tool to hold. It can only be utilized on the ice to throw.
We're trying for that. Okay.
I don't think guys like Mike McEwen would want to brush with their brooms
I know.
anyways. Actually, I might want to see that. That'd be pretty entertaining.
That's, yeah.
That's what I thought. That's good.
I don't even think you can call it a corn broom anymore. It's more of a duct tape stick.
The draw weight challenges continue, not only for Laurie, but just generally speaking.
Okay. How are you throwing it? Solid normal.
Is she the best hitter in the women's game right now, Kathy?
Well, if she's not, she's certainly right at the top. It is a comfort zone. Her mechanics are so strong.
Good shot.
She makes most of them. Well, we talked about the challenges with draws, and I just thought maybe it's just me feeling like people are missing, but I went to the numbers. So under Team Homan, the leads aren't on there because they're doing okay, but look at those numbers, and we know from Rachel, she's 50% on her draws today from the first end. And on the other side of the board for Team Sweeting, big struggles. For Val as a skip, you have got to feel confident that you could put that rock where you want. It's not just Val and Rachel, it's everyone out here that has struggled.
So let me ask you, I guess, the obvious question, why?
Do you know what? It's interesting because we are hearing the players say that these are some of the best ice conditions, that the rocks are more predictable. So is it patchy? Are they finding that their kick speeds are different? I don't have a clear answer because it's not just one team. It's everybody, but everybody says we love the ice. So what that means when you struggle with draw weight is it changes how you play. You cannot play precision curling if you're struggling to find 12 feet of range when you're throwing a draw.
Nine. Yep. 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 Nine. Whoa. 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 Little roll. Yep. Roll it. Roll it.
That's good. That's good.
Good. Nice.
So 2 in the house, but it is Homan still shot stone.
Whatever you want. I think so. It's a newer pass. Okay.
And they continue to fire blanks as we update the scoreboard.
Hey.
Looking for their first offense. It is Fleury still with Hammer, taking on the defending Scotties champ, Chelsea Carey. They're in the third end.
Yeah, for sure.
Is it edge to edge for you? Did you look at it?
No.
Okay.
Just talking about the shot stone and how they will get to it if Rachel is not able to roll for second shot.
Yep. Whoa. Oh. Anything, Joe. Gotta go hard. Hard, Joe. Go, Joe.
So an opportunity now for Val
Line call.
to answer with 2 back. And you heard Rachel's comments earlier on this path. They felt it's pretty straight out here.
Well, and they would have seen Emma's throw in this particular area. So not only did they hear the thoughts from the Homan team, they've actually seen this path before.
It's nice, too, being the left-hander. Laurie's played now with Val for a number of years, so you know your skipper pretty well. You know how to ice the release.
For sure.
Just normal. Close. Oh. Whoa, tracking.
Tracking is not good. Final stone here in 2. Has to curl up. Needs to hold the shooter for 2. And it won't. So just the single for Val Sweeting. Homan leads 2-1. She has Hammer when we return to Brandon.
I thought that would come up there.
Welcome back. The Keystone Center, home of the Brandon Wheat Kings. An amazing franchise in the WHL and one of the best teams ever. How about this team back in 1979? Brian Propp, Laurie Boschman, Ray Allison, Steve Patrick. They had 125 points that year, a CHL record, and they left this as a challenge to teams coming forward, Kathy. 125 points. Try to beat that. Pretty incredible.
I love the fact that they've painted that locker room so many times and they've left that on the wall as an inspiration.
No one has beaten that number yet. And that year, they actually lost the Memorial Cup final. Hard to believe the franchise, Kathy, has never won a Memorial Cup. They hosted it right here back in 2010 as well. Right now, they're on an 8-game road trip. And how about this? Tonight, they're in Vancouver. Tomorrow in Kelowna. Sunday in Kamloops. Prince George on the 7th. So it is a long trip. And for the WHL, they're very eastern when it comes to the league. And on that note, pretty exciting, too. They got some great players this year, including Nolan Patrick, who will likely, according to Bob McKenzie, go first overall in the NHL entry draft.
Fantastic.
And he was also recently named as well to the World Junior Team Canada team, at least for the initial camp, the initial roster. So if he's healthy, he'll likely make that team as well. So pretty exciting and a great hockey town here in Brandon.
Oh, it is for sure. This building is alive. I've had the opportunity to attend a couple of games when I was playing out here with Lois Fowler, and this is a huge support of the Brandon Wheat Kings, regardless of what year and who's on it. But it's pretty special to see these young people advance to the NHL.
And more recently, Ivan Provorov now plays for the Flyers, an outstanding defenseman that played here in Brandon as well. By the way, Kath, who won the Jets-Oilers game last night?
I think they're going to do a recount.
Oh, yeah. They're going to Donald Trump it, huh? I'm pretty sure the Oilers won that game, Kathy.
Yeah, you know what?
You can just deliver the bottle of wine to my room. Thank you. In our feature matchup, third end here underway. Rachel Homan, the Red Stones, with the hammer. It was Val Sweeting, an opportunity to score her two there, Kathy. And we talked about the draw weight. That takeout just seemed to just sail out there and maybe actually fell off a little bit, and she had to settle for her single.
And it really does speak volumes to confidence. I think that for someone like Val, who's struggled out here, you just need to make a couple of those shots. It's not the degree of difficulty, it's just the ability to put the broom down, throw with confidence, get the results that you're expecting, that just gets everything going again, and it's not happening yet.
Not close. A little bit around. Line's good. Line's good. Top 8. Wait, line's good. Come, get off. 6. Curling. Just top 8. Line's good. Pretty good.
Rachel trying to utilize those 3 guards out front and Barry behind.
Carrying, guys. Just one.
No, gotta go.
Go, go, go. You're good. You're good. Way nice shot, Joe. Nice. Great judge.
Nicely done. Good placement. You see that finish where that top yellow guard is and where the buried stone is.
I like drawing. I like the draw.
Similar weight then.
Yeah. Yeah.
As mentioned off the top of the broadcast, every men's team still mathematically alive. Reed Carruthers in a good spot at 3-1. If he wins, he'll clinch a spot in the playoffs. But a lot of rocks in play here against Steve Laycock. Second end, final one to come from Carruthers. And Reed throwing the Red Stones. What is he trying here, Kathy?
They have looked at this shot for a very long time. I'm not sure whether they're playing the very thin off his own. He wants to get to the stone that's in the 4-foot. That is currently second shot to drive it sideways.
Just lighter weight, it'll come back.
Not a brush to it yet. Final stone, Reed Carruthers. And the angle just not to be, so it is a steal of 1 for Steve Laycock, and that's the first offense on the board in that match. 1-0 after 2. A lot of rocks in play in that end.
Little solid. Close. Don't need to. Not yet. Yep. Don't need to. Nice. Great shot, Joe.
Very nice roll, good weight.
One of the storylines this week, Kathy, has been Team Gushue, who is being skipped by Mark Nichols, and what a great story. They played fantastic. We also heard from Brad himself, interview over the phone, saying that he's throwing rocks again and hopes to return to a event in Sault Ste. Marie next week. Final stone here on the way, taking on Kevin Koe, a must-win for the defending Canada Cup champ, and putting a little heat on Mark in this game here in the second. There you see the house. Mark forced to draw against a couple, and no problem there with his draw weight. He's been fantastic all week long. So a single, and they lead 1-0 after 2. Koe will have hammer in 3.
On this side. Okay. Like 3/4 on this side.
And back here, just those 2 that are building up and the potential.
If you want the out, we can play it.
I'll throw. Just don't see it.
And I think that that conversation is very indicative of what is going on this team, just not being on the same page. For Val wants to open up the front, feels that she can hit this at an angle to pick out one of the red.
Whoa. 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 Okay. It's good. Okay.
That's the other thing too, Kathy. If you're the one throwing the stone, and the first thing you say to yourself before you throw is, I don't really see that happening.
And I think that a really good option there for Lori would have been to gone down and said to Val, so where are you seeing so that I can help call it at the same time? Because you do want to provide support to the other end, but you're right, Brian. You also want to sit in the hack and throw the rock with confidence that you can make what is being asked for.
Okay. So curl here, right?
Yeah, that same draw weight that I'm throwing, I think.
Yeah. Line's tight. Wait, gotta go. 6. Through. 6, 7. Okay, that's different. 8. Try for 9. Is it coming down? No. 7, 8. Go right back. It's coming down. We're still 8.
Still 7, 8. Want to go back, reach?
Go all the way.
Yep, go, Joe.
Keep it moving. Yep.
A good read on weight by Lisa and Joanne to ensure that they didn't sit just behind the tee line and allow the freeze and the out.
That board was pretty creative.
A little on your side,
You
Rochelle.
left this, Lori.
Over in Sheet B, no scoring yet in this matchup either between Tracy Fleury and Chelsea Carey. And looks like they got one in the weeds there, just biting. Back 12, so for Tracy, chance to try and prove to 3-2 in this game. In-turn draw, find paint, and score a pair.
And Lori trying the run back, gets nothing, but does open up that front a little bit, at least for now.
Not curling lots yet.
Coming into today, both the defending Canadian champions on the men's and women's side really backs against the wall with those 1-3 records, needing wins. And a nice draw there. Good weight from Tracy Fleury, so she'll score 2 for a 2-0 advantage.
2.5. Mine's pretty good. 3. It felt 80-ish. Let it stop. There we go. Well then. Let it stop. For 3. 2.5. Don't need 2. 2.5. Don't need 2. It's really coming down. 1. It's over. Stop. Stay with it. Clean it, Joe. Yep. Did come down a bit.
Oh, yeah. I thought out of your hand, like, weight was perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
I never thought we were going to be in, but
Okay.
it's a 2.
Yeah. We're not going to get any.
Thanks, Cheryl. Thanks.
Sure, my first, I even threw it thinking it was good there.
Yeah,
Real
Joe's
good.
2 is just...
But just.
Okay.
We could play like a board
We
at
could
it.
try and get the roll.
It
might-
get one of them out with half.
I'd have to throw probably like bumper to at least get one of them out.
I don't know. Either that or this. I don't mind this.
Yeah.
Play on your first and on your second.
Whatever you like, Val.
We might get something there. Yeah. I'll see what this looks like
Okay.
from down there, but
Otherwise, bumper with like...
center line probably.
No, I think from the other end, she's going to realize that there's almost nothing she can see of those
I don't know
stones.
if I can make a play with those ones. Yeah, it's overburied.
Yeah.
I think we gotta play the draw.
Yeah. I like this.
And I like the call too. You can want to move those stones, but they're in front of the tee line, and with the kind of weight that you have to throw in order to remove them, if it runs straight and you get nothing, they've got that guard, and so that is what Val will try to utilize now and get behind. Try to find a way to score there. Even if she sticks out a little bit, maybe they get a jam on the stone at the back.
Back 8. Mine's good. No.
Skip stones here in 3.
Can't go. Are we by the red? Okay.
And just not their morning so far, Kathy.
Yeah, it looked like it was coming down to even biting the back 4. It's worse though because it takes it over and it gives us another guard. So, yeah, it actually seems like it probably was on the back 4 in the
Pretty
end.
close,
but-
yeah.
Sorry. I should have just got
What if I run it in?
Oh, that was just a situation of the broom in the wrong spot, Brian. You heard them say the weight was very close to what Val wanted.
It's still going. Okay. Yep. Yeah.
No, this was overburied, which I might
Gotta
have
make
a
sure
piece
you
of
get
it
it.
now.
So a couple of options here for Rachel. She could choose to come in again on top of those stones on the right-hand side as you look at it. Put a ton of pressure on your opponent. You would be lying 4. But her concern is that if she leaves those guards, that was what Val will just try to repeat what she tried on the first time. And so she's playing the double peel.
Any danger of a jamming, though, on her own red stones back there, Kathy?
Not so much jamming as, you know, maybe taking a little bit of pressure off her opponent, but she's trying to make sure that her last shot is going to be simple.
Good shot, Rach.
Gets them both to go. The other one spills into the 12-foot. But it does look like they're still lying 1-2, and Lori Olsen-Johns is looking to see if it's 3 or not.
Do you have that much of it? Have half? Half. Yeah, like a thin half.
Yeah.
Can you get both here, Kathy?
No, not the kind of weight that she'll have to throw to get that movement. You would have to get to the nose almost on the inside to make the double, and that is not there. But getting rid of one is the objective.
And then obviously maybe a factor, those ones just biting the 8-foot. We'll have to wait and see if that factors in this end. Val Sweeting. Big scrub, get it by the guard.
Oh. Okay, that's good.
And a bonus as they get the other one going, so.
We did get one. Yeah. It's good.
Opportunity now for 2, but.
No, it looks
tough.
Really nice shot.
They get that little bit of a bonus the way it comes off sharply.
Well, I
we
think we needed
couldn't-
to get one, so that's why I was trying to call off to get this one.
yeah.
We just missed it, and then you got
But we
this one.
just hit that one on the high side.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was in there.
Yeah,
But
thanks. Much better than what it was.
That's awesome.
And it is funny, it's one of those situations where you leave your opponent an opportunity to draw for 2 and take a 3-point edge, and you're just grateful for because it was looking pretty ugly for a while.
I mean, same as the first end, though, right?
Yes.
So we'll see if Rachel can take advantage. And a good sign here from the 2-time Canadian champ. Draw weight looks very nice as she slides in for a pair. 2 deuces now on the board and a 4-1 lead for Rachel Homan.
She hits it too thin, she's going to hit the back leg. Maybe the biggest shot of her curling career.
Go. Close. Close. Go. Whoa. Close. Whoa. 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 Close. Yeah! Whoa.
What a shot!
What
a great shot! Now that is an Olympic curling shot.
Still get goosebumps every time I watch that video. That was
awesome.
19 years ago this week, Kathy, and that happened right here in Brandon in this building. Sandra Schmerler would go on to win that game, and obviously the rest is history. Olympic gold for her. Here's what's at stake for the Canada Cup. Obviously money, but everyone wants to qualify for the 2017 Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings. That's in Ottawa. That will be a fantastic event. You could argue the toughest event
By
to win.
far, I think.
More so than the Worlds even.
Oh, for sure.
And a nice bonus, too, a chance to go to Vegas. The 2017 World Financial Group Continental Cup berth. You'll represent North America at that event as well. A lot of fun in Vegas. And we can't wait for Ottawa as well. The Trials is one of my favorite events. Happens obviously only every 4 years for the Olympics, but boy, is it competitive. Our feature matchup, Homan Sweeting. 2 more on the board for Rachel Homan. A 4-1 advantage over Val Sweeting. So Val now throwing the Yellowstones with hammer.
It's funny, you talk about the Trials. Not only is it the best event in terms of quality of teams, but there is no other event that I have observed or been a part of where the emotions are as high, because, you know, as we keep saying, it's 3 years of your life for 1 week, and it is actually probably one of the toughest parts is balancing and keeping those emotions in check, because they can get away on you pretty easy.
Top 4. It's coming down. Have to oh, it's like going sideways. Good. Good.
So utilizing that corner guard and burying.
Okay, right through. This will come up. Yeah, right through.
And that'll get all 3 Reds going.
Wide. Oh yeah, that was a crap. Okay, sorry.
Now the upweight ability is there.
Sorry.
And with that upweight ability means that if you hit it at a different angle than you wanted to, a lot of granite's going to fly.
Yeah, line. Okay, line only. 3. Okay, only if you can. 3. Okay, whoa. Line's okay. Whoa.
Val will now try to replace that guard for probably the next 3 or 4 stones. Try to ensure that point and worry about the shot stone later. That over curled.
Hey, Joe.
You're good, Dana.
Yeah.
Front one's fine.
Yeah.
It is must-win Friday here for Kevin Koe and his team. That 1-3 record. And Team Gushue skipped by Mark Nichols this week, putting the pressure on. He lies 3 with 1 to come here from Kevin Koe, Kathy.
And it's not an easy shot for Kevin either.
How's the weight?
Okay.
Clean. Whoa.
Ben Hebert, Brent Lang on the brush, Mark Kennedy.
Trying to go through the hole between those 2 red ones and actually graze the stone on the left as it now comes in.
Kennedy calling line, little bump, roll in for shot stone. What touch
Wow.
from the defending world champion. Clutch.
That is crazy good.
Good shot, Kev. Really good.
They're tied up at 1 after 3.
Goes that. If that's anyone.
And much needed from Kevin Koe. They have to win both their games today to keep their playoff hopes alive for the defending Canada Cup champions on the men's side.
Yeah, Rochelle, you gotta finish it. Hard. Yep, far as
Go,
it
Rochelle.
goes.
Hard.
Yep.
Hard, 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 hard. You got it.
Hard, hard, hard. Go, go, go.
Rochelle Brown, a final few licks there to bury that stone. And looks to be shot stone as well.
Okay. Pack. Sure. Okay. Pam.
Crothers and Laycock tied up at 1 in the 4th end. It's Steve with hammer there.
It's a little solid. Yeah. Forward. Yeah. Hard all the way. Hard for the guard. Forward. Oh, whoa. Yep. Gotta go. Whoa. Gotta go on the yep. Whoa.
Plan B here to roll the shooter in. And they'll get a piece of the paint.
Ooh, it came down, eh? Yeah, it did. The way it came down, it was kind of grabbing.
Hey, I'm gonna throw my good one.
Yeah. This way probably looks better.
Okay. I'm gonna throw. I mean, even if we get it,
I think you're going
Christmas
around the
tree.
garden, yeah. So we're trying to get to the back one.
Trying to get to the back one. So I think this is kind of our draw path.
Yeah. Wider. Yeah.
Through 85, and that was top 8, but this is a little further.
Yeah.
Do you guys like 75 or
I do.
70?
Yep. I really
70,
do.
75.
Okay.
You're good with that.
Let's make it.
Talking about the splits from the back line to the hog line, feeling that just because they're going that little bit extra further out in an area that they haven't thrown before, the weight's going to come off quite a bit.
Do it. Yellow.
Lori Olsen-Johns.
And 2 options for Lori. If she's down to the back one, it's fine. If not, you heard her say, even if she goes around that guard, we'll roll for, gosh, maybe?
I was waiting for your answer there, Kathy, because it's pretty tough to tell right now.
It is.
Okay, you say yours. It was more like that.
It does look
That was good
like
weight,
yellow
eh?
is
Really
2.
good bust.
Yeah. Looks like them. Hey. You saw this in mine? Easy peel? Yep. No. Easy peel. here.
Still straight.
Come up a hair or no?
Yeah, like
Okay.
1/8 of a rock.
Okay.
Like 7/8 on your side, Rochelle,
Yeah, I think so, Lori.
with keel.
Fairly aggressive. What? So fairly aggressive.
Do you like the double?
It goes in. It might.
7/8, I think, is pretty good.
Lori, look at the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Firm. Let's make it, guys.
Playing that double off the top two.
Yes!
Probably roll your shooter towards your other stone, but it's about getting rid of shots.
And just over the top, so avoids the jam.
Good job, guys.
Shooter. Good, Lori.
There you go.
Nice.
Good shot. You're right, it goes over the top. I was thinking even
If I
if...
hit it thin, it doesn't.
Lori sees angles very, very well. Val was concerned about the jam.
How are you going to throw it? Just straight through. Okay. Smudge leaves? Solid normal?
I don't know if you can get it that way, though. The way I threw it, like it just
Yeah.
curls like crazy.
Yeah.
I think you can get it this way.
Yeah, this way looks more open
Yeah.
now. The way they were staggered before. If
Yeah.
you saw it T-line, there was an easy double.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Solid normal? Whoa. Yep.
Rachel Homan, her first here in 4.
Whoa. Close, yep. Yep. Whoa, whoa. Up. Great shot.
And a little roll in. And Homan line 2.
You would make the roll.
Really nice. Thanks. Great throw.
It's real thin.
Right.
Split? Probably hit. Oh, maybe split it. Should have a double one. Right jam on the side. Yeah.
Anticipating always. I don't think that she is necessarily playing the split. They didn't talk about that. I think she's playing the come around, but if you happen to get some extra movement and you crash on that yellow stone, you may be able to split them in the house.
Similar to what I threw here.
Yeah.
So Kathy Val curls out of the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton, but she's from Merrifield, Saskatchewan, which is an hour west of Brandon. So obviously a lot of Manitoba teams here, but Val will get some support. Not a far drive from Merrifield, Saskatchewan to support the left-handed skipper.
Hold on. No. Not moving.
Oh.
Not moving.
It's pretty good.
Okay. Dana.
Got room.
Dana, you gotta go in.
If you
We're a
can.
little deep. We're a little deep
You
here.
can go. No.
Okay.
Go, Emma. Go, Emma. Come on, Emma.
Make it Barry, Emma.
Made her laugh, that's for sure.
I know.
That's just, they're just not curling for me.
No. You can have mine.
Yeah, might as well.
Good weight.
Yeah, they're just not getting out there unless I was wide on that too.
No. It's just not. Yours are not curling as much.
Straighter, yeah.
Yeah. So we can take less ice. I thought you threw that good, Val.
Yeah.
That was
With that
great.
time?
I got 13-3.
Okay.
Yeah. This is your draw line, and this is Lisa's now, so it's curling a hair more.
Okay.
So the throws from the two skips are completely different, not only because one is a left hand and one is a right hand, but we talked about Val's out turn, and with that, her motion is in out a little bit, and so her stones are going to track. They're going to run a lot straighter. She could not get the finish.
She's like back.
But for Rachel Homan throwing the in turn as a right-handed thrower, that's a moving turn for most right-handed people. So a combination of it being an automatic sort of moving stone and the fact that Rachel is throwing it from the left hack because she's right-handed, if you follow along, it's going to move much more so than did Val's. And I do think that Val has to tighter ice herself for the out turn because of the results that she's getting.
Have you ever come across an ambidextrous curler? You throw one left-handed, maybe throw one
I'm
right-handed.
thinking about all the switch hitters I watch in baseball, but I don't.
In curling.
I don't know that I have. I've seen people get in the wrong hack. So I don't know what they're doing.
Well, that's the night at the patch, maybe the night before. A little wobbly.
We're there.
Rachel with her final stone here in 4. And she'll tap it back.
Nice one.
And she lies 3 with 1 to come here from Val Sweeting.
Which you couldn't do, by the way. It is against the rules. If you are a right-handed thrower, you have to throw. You have to declare your hack when you start the game. You can't go.
So you have to go a full game.
Yes, throwing the same way. If you wanted to throw left-handed.
What if you injure your right hand?
Then sit down.
Okay. So a straight draw here for Val Sweeting.
And the same path for Val.
Okay. Pretty similar to the last one, I think. Line's good. Last. To the back one.
Final stone here in 4.
Line's okay. To the back one. Yep, you need it. Little ball. Yep, you need it. Bumping the back one.
You can go. Just clean it in.
Nice to have that backing, and Val will use it nicely.
On yellow.
1 on the board for Val Sweeting. Homan leads with hammer when we return.
When I first put this team together, I knew it was going to be a process to get to where we are. Our biggest goal is to get to the Olympics. So for us, to be a legit top 3-4 team in the world is something that we're definitely happy with, but we want to get better.
We're really driven, and because we haven't had the past 2 seasons that we've wanted to, that's what's driving us to be even more hungry, work even harder, and we're still a team ready to go out there and do what we can in order to be the best every game.
What a matchup this afternoon. Draw 8 will feature Brad Jacobs, the Olympic gold medalist from Sochi, taking on Reed Carruthers, both 3-1. Vic, Cheryl, Russ, Kathy, myself will have the call. 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right across our TSN feeds. Standings, top 3 on each side will make the playoffs. Jennifer Jones guaranteed at least a tiebreaker. Kelsey Rock has been eliminated on the women's side. And on the men's side, mathematically, every team still alive. Obviously, those 1 and 3 teams, though, have to win and could use a little bit of help as well. Back to our feature matchup here. Friday morning at the Canada Cup. And 1 for Val Sweeting. 4-2, Rachel Homan leads. Throwing the red stones, Rachel has hammer here in 5.
When a short yellow guard thrown by Val Sweeting's team, and then Lisa Weigel was attempting to come around it, wound up raising that stone straight back. That's how that stone got into the house. And so now Val will attempt to utilize free guard zone by throwing another guard out front.
Yep, you got it.
We just talked about Reed Carruthers. We'll see him later on this afternoon, taking on Steve Laycock. And it looks like Steve is shot stone, I think, Kathy. The yellow stone there, nibbling the top of the button. Tough to say from this angle, but looks like a crazy in-off try here.
Well, he's throwing it with not that big of a weight, but if he comes off at a right angle and hits half of the red one on top, he'll catch the back one as well.
Here it comes. Bumps his yellow, moves it up. And now definitely it's 1 yellow for sure. So 1 for Steve Laycock. He's up 2-1 after 4. Every time we peek over there, a lot of rocks in play. Some interesting scenarios each and every time the skips come to throw.
Okay, line's good. It's good. A little light. Yep. A little light. 2. Okay. 2, 3. Yep. We can go counter. Just a 2. Yep, hard. Gotta go. Hard, get it away from that one. Go, go, go. Yep, hard.
Trying to take it as far away from that other guard as they can to reduce the chances of both of them disappearing on this shot.
Half a rock. 3 straight. Okay. Okay, right through. Yeah.
Loaded.
One.
Joanne's had a
think
couple
around
struggles this
tight.
game with her peels, Kathy. Are you seeing anything specific
get
in her
that
coming
same
out of
way.
the
Same
hack, or just one of those days so
I think
far?
it's just one of those events where we've seen that the teams, well, especially in the Homan case, are not certainly at the level or where we have gotten used to seeing them play at.
Nice spin. 4, 3.
3, 4, 3.
Okay. A little wider. Nice good.
Go. Yep.
Go over curling already.
So many numbers in this game, Kathy. For viewers not familiar, that 4 or 3, they're yelling 3, 4, 3. What are they talking about?
That's a zone. So 1, 2, 3 is in front of the house. 3 is close to the house. That's about in between a 3 and a 2. 1 is just over the hog line. It just gives the guide to the other player holding the broom about where the rock is likely to stop.
Sorry. It's adjusted.
And for Rachel, still looking for the double peel from Joanne.
And she'll get the 1.
Just because if I have to make a good draw, I want the other one. Okay. Thank you.
Just a 1, 1.
Yeah. So what do you like, guys, for me? You just threw an 80. 85?
Yep. Yep.
Can I get away with a 90?
I think so.
Always talking weights, charting the ice, trying to get affirmation from her front end who see all the stones go up and down.
It's there.
Room.
It's there.
1.
Whoa.
Room.
Whoa.
Well, it has to be a
Whoa.
1, even if we don't cover the yellow.
Weight's really nice. Weight's perfect. Whoa. Sit. What'd you get, Dana? 404? Yeah, 403.
Saw this with Joe's. Dan, hawk weight.
Yeah.
So because we're getting into the back end situation now, and that stone is exposed, Rachel electing to try to just pick that stone out, and by throwing a hack weight for Emma, this is absolutely going to stick around if she's able to get by the guards.
Yeah.
Come down.
There we go.
Really hard.
When you got it.
Hack.
Whoa. Keep going. Whoa.
I think we just guard again.
Just not even, it's not biting the forfeit yet.
Okay, what about this side, girls?
I think you
Is
get
it
it with a
gonna
90
move?
over here. Oh.
An opportunity for Team Homan to get out of that little bit of a mess.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
And that has been the story, I think, for Rachel Homan and her team so far this week. We have talked a lot about them not training to prep as hard as many of the teams have for this event, because the big carrot is the Olympic trials, and they're already in that.
Hard! Hard!
Boy, they are going to have to work super hard on this, and I don't even think
Good sweep.
Van Hebert's getting that one
Does
over.
that sound like a second difference?
Well, we haven't played it yet.
So we look at the Homan team. When I looked last night, so 4 games so far, you have an opportunity to outscore your opponent. At a Scotties, typically we see them all at +4, but look at Lisa and Joanne and Emma, the first 3. They are 4th amongst 7 players in terms of percentages and even. So they haven't outshot their opponent. They just stay even with them. And for Rachel, her numbers are the best. She's 2nd among skips at +1. But that means that she's only outshot her opponent, her opposing skip, 1 time. When you're used to +4s and all of a sudden you're in the bottom half, that's not Team Homan that we're used to, and I think speaks to the fact that they have not tried to peak this early in the season.
In control of the okay. Great throw, Em.
And so for Team Homan, when that actually happens, what you need to do is be patient with yourself and remind yourself that you haven't put the time in, you haven't traveled to the extent of other teams, and the results are equal to what you have put in.
so funny you just talk about expectations and what you're capable of, and I just think of Tiger Woods coming back this week and playing in Albany in the Bahamas. And he started off pretty good, right? 4 under through about 6 or 7 holes, and then sort of imploded on the back 9. But everyone expects, because Tiger's won all the majors and he's won all those events and he was the best in the world forever, to just come back and dominate. But
it just doesn't happen that way.
Got to put the time in and the reps in.
Okay. Sorry, I thought this was supposed to be 9-5.
And I think that's one of the biggest challenges for both Brad Gushue and his team moving forward when Brad comes back, is even though he's able to slide out of the hack, that doesn't mean that you can slide out and make the precise shots that he's used to and that his team is now used to seeing Mark make.
Here, H. How much weight? Board. Trying to go under? No, I don't mind flopping to the outside. Okay. Sorry, I missed how much? Board. Okay. It's quick here, eh? Yep.
So for Rachel, not interested in rolling behind, does not want to force Val Sweeting into a game that may give her shot. She has last rock. We'll try to roll to the wings.
Coming in. Do that well, Rach. It's definitely solid. It is solid, eh? A little bit. It looked like M's. Feels not probable. Good. What kind of weight are you? No. Heavy? It looked like M's, like just a little more. Try again?
Yeah, I'll throw the right way this time.
Okay, let's make it.
Chelsea Carey, one of those teams in a must-win situation here on Friday, our final day of round-robin play. Down 2-0 to Tracy Fleury. Chelsea, though, looks like she's got 2, biting the forefoot. So here, final stone, the out-turn draw for 3.
And a really nice chance to take that lead going into the break.
Close, Dana. Yeah.
In our feature matchup, hit, little flip behind cover.
Very nice.
4-2.
As for Chelsea Carey, hand goes up, and lovely draw weight. So the defending Scotties champion, 3 on the board, and a 3-2 advantage after 5.
We haven't seen the side of Lori Hogs here. Okay, Lori Hogs here.
That's what we were just saying. We haven't been very wide on this entrance side either.
We have more space over here. I think I'd throw that back 12.
Yeah, I like that. Just 68.
She thought it was light out of her hand right now.
Yeah, I know, but sure didn't get it there.
And Rachel just concerned because this was the path that Lori Olsen-Johns hogged her stone in, and just wondering how much more she'll have to throw.
Here, Rach, Lori had them on it out of her hand, too, so I think she thought she was a little bit light.
Okay. How are you going to throw this, Rach?
Positive to the broom. And you're just thinking kind of back house-ish? I think 3 more feet than my draw for hammer. Okay, I like it. It's straighter here, so you guys will be able to hold it and carry it. T-line.
Really good exchange of information. Joanne just wanting to re-emphasize for Rachel that they felt that Lori was light out of her hand, that it wasn't necessarily a much, much heavier path. Just sharing all the intel that they can for Rachel.
Okay? Yeah, we're fine. I think you're there. I think you can just clean
Final shot here in 5 for Rachel Homan. Scored a 2 and 1.
Mine's really good.
Another pair in 3.
Nice shot, Rach.
And here in 5, lovely draw weight. She'll pick up her single.
One red.
Rachel Homan will lead after the break. We'll hear from her coming up.
The 2016 Home Hardware Canada Cup of Curling is brought to you by Home Hardware. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
Beautiful view if you were flying over the prairies on a bright, typical winter day. And it's interesting, it will look like that potentially a year from now when we're in Ottawa for the trials. One person that has her spot already locked up is Rachel Homan, and she's with Brian.
Back in that first end, we saw a rare miss from you when it comes to draw weight, but you've been rebounding very nicely. Has there been some challenges with the ice this morning?
No, I think we just had we didn't have all the information we needed out there. A couple rocks were not doing what we thought they were doing, so now we know them and figured it out. So just some wrong guesses, and the ice is consistent. We just, the rocks kind of fooled us a little bit, but we've got it now.
You have your trial spot in Ottawa in your hometown already next year. How have you guys been preparing and setting yourself up for the schedule this year?
I mean, we know every other team is practicing hard and training hard to be at the top of the podium, so we're doing the same thing. Training a lot, practicing, working on a ton of things, and this week just focusing on being in the moment every game.
I know it's a year away, but how exciting is it to know your hometown Olympic curling trials and you're already in there?
It's so exciting for Ottawa. I mean, we love the town, excited that the Red Blacks won, and we're cheering hard for them, and so we're trying to do the same and win in our hometown as well.
Good luck, Rachel.
Thanks so much.
Let's take a look at the numbers after 5, and they're brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for 22 years. Well, the numbers at the top tell a big story. That is a lopsided score, a little bit in the favor of Rachel Homan. And when you look through the numbers, what you see are some really good draw percentages. Said that would be the key for this final day. The back end of Lori and Val at 60 and 65%. Those numbers have to go up. And that, speaking of going up, there's Slider going up the stairs to greet the young kids this morning. The school group's coming in. Not all men are like him in curling. They're often much better looking. It's a great lifetime sport.
The 2016 Home Hardware Canada Cup of Curling is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. By Purex Bathroom Tissue. Purex, 90 years of pure comfort. And by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada.
Final Stone trying to make the double. Put a lock on it. Hardness called on. Fry calling line. And he's got it. Brad Jacobs from Sault Ste. Marie. They are the Canadian champions. They are now Olympians.
But that is what it's all about. What a feeling for Team Jacobs. Those trials, of course, in Winnipeg, just down the road. And everyone hungry to get back there. The Olympic curling trials in Ottawa next year. Winner of this event advances directly to those trials. And later on today, it is Brad Jacobs at 3-1 taking on Reed Carruthers at 3-1, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Vic, Cheryl, Russ, Kathy, myself, with all the coverage right here on TSN. It's funny, every time you watch those replays and those videos, whether it was Sandra Schmirler, Brad Jacobs, representing your country, and you've done it, Kathy, just goosebumps.
It does, and it's funny. It doesn't matter how many times you see it, that absolute pure emotion and intensity comes across, and it just gets us all excited about what is to come.
Action underway here in 6 in our feature matchup between Val Sweeting and Rachel Homan, and Val with some work to do, down by 3. She has the hammer here in 6, throwing the yellow stones, and another corner guard going up, courtesy lead Rochelle Brown.
I thought that would be really fresh there.
And the 2 Homan stones there, obviously sliding a little bit too far, or did I miss something there, Kathy?
No, they did, and so for Val Sweeting, beyond the fact that she's got 2 guards up, she definitely has stones that she can utilize, doesn't have to worry about tapping them back if Lisa had been a little bit higher in the house. So she knows she'll have something to work with.
Makes you wonder too now with the new sweeping, obviously, and the new rules and the regulations with the brooms and the brushes and the fabrics, those tick shots, how much harder are they to throw now? I mean, Lisa was doing it for years with this team, and really on the women's side of the game, brought it to the forefront. She was amazing at it and still is, but will it be tougher?
Well, it will for sure, because your ability to keep a rock straighter, or for sure with the old fabric to move the stone towards the stone that you're trying to tick, you don't have that anymore. It really is based on icing and throwing the right weight. But you will see, I'm quite confident that the numbers will be less as we look at week-long events like the Scotties and the Brier. Not because the players are any less prepared, if you will. It's just you cannot manipulate the stones that you once could.
You don't want to go here, eh? I like the peel.
Pretty early in the end, too.
Like, try to hit and catch the side one at least.
Slash it in.
How much do you have to hit? It's pretty thick.
Oh, it's probably 3/4.
Three quarters?
Is okay, just the peel's
okay, the
It's
peel's
like
fine.
3/4. We got to make sure we roll the...
The peel's fine.
I think that with the score
Okay,
the
this
way
is
it
straight out,
is,
right through.
going around a corner guard, not a real fan of that. She does not have the hammer. It just pulls the play into the wings, which is what Val Sweeting would like. And if you remove that guard, it opens up that back stone, or you could pick it off that way.
And it's interesting, too. Anything can happen out here. And I point to the Jennifer Jones game against Chelsea Carey. Jennifer had a 5-0 lead in that game. And actually, and Jen obviously won that game, but just goes to show you, like, when was the last time you saw Jennifer Jones up 5-0? Usually it's lights out by the 7th end.
They usually drop the clutch, and I think that it kind of maybe gave them a bit of a jolt, because last night they took no prisoners. They went hard the entire time. But I think that sometimes when you have 10 ends, you get complacent with the lead when you're used to seeing the scoreboard and knowing that it ends at 8. But it's not. It is 10 here, so you have to hold the lead for a long time, and it also gives your opponents a long time to come back if they get down early.
Yep, as far as it goes, we don't want to leave that. Okay, good sweep.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
It was neat to see in the interview with Rachel, just her eyes light up when she talked about Ottawa, her home city, and the trials there and being there.
Half is safe. Okay. 3/4.
And let's not forget, the pressure's off a little bit. You know you got that spot.
Even if you're like a third,
And I also think that it's, we just listen to them. I think it's also really interesting about who people bring as coaches. Because in the case of Rachel Homan, they have brought a sports psychologist with them, which is great and obviously important for the team. But one of the things she said to you, Brian, is that we got caught with the rocks. There were rocks doing things that we didn't notice. And that's why you have someone like Jules Ochar out here who is avoiding that sort of a situation happening for his team. So who you have on the bench, as we look at Adam sitting back there, he is the mental trainer. He is the one that will keep them focused and help them, but he's not the guy that's charting rocks. He's not the guy that will be looking to see what Jennifer threw on this sheet last night. And so, you know, do you lose a little bit with that? Well, she was very honest with you that they did not come prepared to play with the rocks that they had, and they had to sort that out themselves.
That's when Adam says, well, they're red and yellow rocks, right? There you go.
Go throw them.
Well, they've obviously worked with many over the years, and Earl Morris comes to mind, who is obviously a brilliant player and a great coach and a great guy.
Good throw. There's not enough ice. The way Rochelle's tracked, I thought that was longer. Good.
And you have to think, the way sports has come right across the board, that at that kind of event, maybe you unofficially you bring your mental coach and officially bring a curling quote-unquote coach that knows the game and the rocks and is used to matching stones. Why not have all hands on deck?
You're right. I think that, you know, many teams we see at the world level, the add-ons, if you will, are equal to the number of players on the ice. We saw at the Worlds last year in Swift Current that teams brought from different countries. They brought a chef, someone that would cook the food that they were used to at home. They brought their physical trainers, their mental trainers. If you are going to play at a really high level, you want to be surrounded by people that know the sport, that can help you with rocks and strategy, people that can help your mental game, all of those things.
5 to 7. Yeah.
And a guy right in front of me in another game on sheet C. How about having Scott Pfeiffer as your fifth?
Super. You also want to know that if somebody needs to go in, that they are going to be very able
go. Through.
Okay, well.
I got 60. I got 55. I got 57, so. Oh dear. Hey, hit.
Laurie's a very good player and knows that her tolerance there with the scoreboard and with those rocks was to be even top 8 foot.
You just have to be like, it's just. Then where does my second one go? Like here, she just makes a double for 2, right? For fun.
Yeah, let's feel it then.
I don't mind a blank. It's 6.
Hey. Kathy, this got to drive you nuts. You won 3 Scotties titles and had a lot of success, but I'm sure there were down times too where your game maybe was off, and sometimes the more you fight it, the worse it gets. It's got to be tough.
It is, and you know what? It's really tough when you're actually playing in an event. What you need when you're struggling is just some practice time, like a technical workout with somebody that can analyze your delivery, analyze your release, and say, here's what you're doing. Your kick speed is off. It's speed traps help with those things, but during an event, you just have to be patient with yourself, work it out, park the last shot, and work to the next one.
And I mean, those women can play. You don't make Scotties finals by accident. Outstanding team, Val Sweeting.
And Laurie has the best plus coming into today's game. She was +3, so only once outshot by another player. It's just not her morning.
Look at that rotation.
Okay.
Rachel
Line
Homan.
up if you can. Whoa,
And backs it up.
Good.
And continues to back it up.
Could have gone all the way out, eh?
I don't know if I see rotation like that from a lot of players with the hits. I mean, that thing is spinning like a clock.
If you can throw that well, that is great on a shot like that. Now, her team could and should have been on that, taking it right out of play. That's why they played the double to remove those stones. They don't want to give anything for Val to work with. And they have left her that stone that could have been out.
Yeah, freeze that one. Yeah. Should be a good line. Like Laurie's busted right away.
Okay.
Do you think mine will get over there?
I do.
It's great to see Jules Ochar there in the background, obviously checking out TSN Snapchat. I'm sure that's what Jules is doing.
Speed here, it's not any faster.
Yeah. I think we haven't been played enough for it to be faster.
Okay.
Let's get you up to date across the sheets this morning. It is Chelsea Carey up 3-2
I really like it.
on Fleury in that game. And Team Gushue up 2-1 on Cooey. It is Kevin Cooey with hammer and a must-win game for him. And Steve Laycock, all tight games here, up 2-1 on Reed Carruthers. Reed with hammer and 6.
T-line. Back T.
Back T. Okay, can you be back here and still shot? Go, Dana. Go. Go.
So good.
Oh.
Sarah.
It's the best
Good,
guess.
yeah. Like, the weight is so good.
Yeah. Story of my life.
Great weight.
Yeah, mine just aren't getting there.
I don't know, story of her life, but maybe of this morning.
Mine are not running the same, but I can't take any of theirs, so you're not really in a good read.
It's first down to pass.
And we've talked about this in the first half of the game. We heard Val say over and over with that out turn of hers that she's just not getting the movement.
Yeah, like even second down shouldn't have made that much difference on line. Speed, yeah, but
No, you see that great.
So great weight for Val, but did not get the finish. So it is an open hit for Rachel to lie 2.
Has that yellow catcher over there as well, but it will spill out.
That curled. Yeah. I mean, this is the side that should be slanted. Let go nose real hard. Okay. Curled the whole way, eh? Yeah. Wow. Just threw a rocket. Yeah.
Are they talking about maybe taking the one here, Kathy, or they're just eyeing up what they could see of that
Trying
red
to figure
stone?
out how easy this blank is.
I guess we could go after it with like, well, to roll out, we need a good board.
Yeah.
I was thinking like if we roll on, we still get 1. Or take 1.
They said you can see half. Why don't you go look and see?
Yeah.
Like, I'm okay with taking 1. 1 and then force. Get 2 and 8.
I think the blank's there. Do you guys?
Yeah.
I just don't know what it'll do inside out.
It'll be gradual.
I would assume so,
Yeah.
but
I like it. You like
do you
it?
blank or do we take one here?
I don't mind the blank. If you don't like it, though, I'm fine with taking one.
Kathy, you're a front-end player. Don't you just want to hear your skip, pick
Yep.
one and give her?
100%, and I'm not talking her into anything. What I'm reading and seeing is she does not want to throw the blank.
Is this okay?
It should be good.
Some blanks are pretty easy. This one, though, a little bit tricky. Final stone on the way here from Val Sweeting. And this stone is taking off. Oh, man. Maybe wasn't convinced when she settled in the hack. Not to be. Steal a 1 for Rachel Homan. She's cruising here in Brandon. Welcome back to the Keystone Center, home of the Brandon Wheat Kings. And a lot of great pride here, and some great players have come through. And we can't wait for this. It is the World Junior Hockey Championship, Canada versus Russia, across our TSN feeds. Boxing Day, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Great to have the tournament back in Canada. And look at a few of the World Junior players that have played in this tournament before. Some great names. This building, Kathy, actually back in 1999 when Brandon and Winnipeg co-hosted the World Juniors, Canada played Boxing Day, taking on Slovakia here, and it was a 0-0 score. And there is a look at some of the World Junior players that played for the Wheat Kings. A lot of great names there. Brian Propp, Braden Shen, Mark Stone, John Quinville more recently, Ivan Provorov. Some outstanding names. Are going to be very excited to. It's one of my favorite events to cover, the World Juniors. I'll be back in the studio with Dave Reed doing some of the panel work for the secondary games. James Duthie, Bob McKenzie, the entire crew will be busy. We can't wait. Great holiday tradition on TSN. I can't believe Christmas right around the corner already, too.
It's crazy.
We're getting there. Welcome back to our feature matchup. Val Sweeting, Rachel Homan. And another tough one there for Val as she tried the blank. Not an easy blank. Resulted in a steal of 1. And now really a big-time hole here for Team Sweeting out of the Saville Sports Center in Edmonton.
You know, you and I talked a lot at the break just about commitment to shot and whatever sport that is. And you use the golf analogy that, you know, when you pull a club and you think, this is maybe too much club, I'll just, you know, I'll half hit it, you know, and it goes 6 feet. That's not the answer. And the same applies to curling. It doesn't matter whether it's a wide open hit, a draw, whatever it is. If you haven't got one shot, one set of confidence in your head, it's so, so tough. And for Val was so worried about it running straight because her outturn has maybe softened it a little bit, and it went on her. And instead of getting the point that you could hear from the hack, she was thinking that she should just take. She played the shot that she was not committed to and did not get the results she wanted either. Well, and for Val, it has been a struggle when we take a look at what their history has been. You know, for Rochelle Brown, 6th amongst leads. Boy, that's a tough spot to start from. And then the numbers go up in the middle a little bit, you know, 2nd and 3rd overall. But it has been the skipper herself who has struggled at a -1 and 7th amongst all skips. That's not the Val Sweeting that has been to the Continental Cup, that has been to Scotty's finals. And she will regroup, there's no question about it. But right now when you're struggling, keep things simple. Get some confidence back.
You talk about numbers today in this game. Lori's at 52%, Val at 60%, and those are numbers that we never expect to see from those two players who are obviously world-class players having a bad game.
Yeah.
It's a pro. Yeah. Straight through.
And it's tough too, Kathy, and I like pointing this out because we have to have a bit of perspective here as well. You're in the NFL or the NHL and Major League Baseball, you're making millions and millions and millions of dollars and endorsements, and if you have a bad game, you're going to own it. A lot of these players, they have families and they're a mom back home and they have jobs and things to do, and yet they're training their hearts out to try and represent Canada and maybe make the Olympics someday or win a Scotties or a Brier title. So it's tough. You're on the national stage and you got the cameras on you and the people on you, and all that being said, though, it is tough. They don't have their $1 million contracts to go home to.
No, there's no question. I think sometimes we're so used to seeing everybody make everything, and it's easy to criticize, but you are absolutely right. Each one of these people on this sheet has another job they go to. You saw Rachel is a full-time curler, but for the most part, all of these women work full-time, and you're trying to throw rocks in the morning or at lunch or at the end of the day, and you're committed to travel. It's all of your holidays, and there's no money that comes to you for the most part unless you earn it, unless you win into a bonspiel where you're paid. You get sponsorship, but that sponsorship money really does help enable you to access sports psychologists and resources and to travel.
Unless you're in the broadcast booth, then you make your millions. And then you're set. Update, Steve Laycock, Reed Carruthers, a 2-1 advantage here in the 6th end for Laycock. They blanket the 5th, and they, being Reed Carruthers, final stone here in 6, and a chance to pick up a pair.
It's nice. Nothing yet.
There's the house, there's the hit, right on the nose, and there's your 2.
And that has been the cleanest end that has taken place on that sheet in a very long time.
Good setup, buddy.
You've watched Reed a long time, being from Manitoba, obviously a great player, and he's a world champion, played with Jeff Stoughton. But his team, this team that he's formed, where are they when it comes to taking that next step? We heard him talk about it early in the broadcast, and by next step, I mean that elite team, a Brier winner again, maybe an Olympic medalist someday.
Well, they're there. I think that, they've committed completely to this process and work extremely hard and have committed to each other and to stay together. And that is half your battle, because you're going to have events like this team that we're watching this morning has had, and you have to be able to draw on the previous experiences you've had together to reaffirm that you know that people are committed, you know they're putting in time, you know they're very good, and it's not always going to work for you on every given time. But no, Reed's team is playing as good as they ever have.
Yeah, I don't really want to overlap it, but okay.
Same as mine. No, 82.
Good sweep.
84.
Okay.
And was hoping for the bounce on Lori so they could at least run it back.
More, eh?
Hit that.
The open one?
Yeah, we could.
Like, it's hard for them to get
You
in.
have time if you want to go down.
Yeah. Do we have time?
Yeah, we got tons.
Yeah, okay.
I think that's a call.
Yeah, let them figure it out.
It's hard for them to...
Yeah.
I agree.
If they weld the freeze on,
Well, then we can
just stop. Okay.
peel, yeah.
Okay.
With Lori's locking, you can see there's no direct run back for the Sweeting team. So for Rachel to open up the front and remove both of those stones, they're actually helping Val in getting to shot stone. So they will elect to remove the other stone that's in play and let Val make the move.
Yes! Really hard. Hard, hold it, Bailey. Hold it hard.
Good.
Sweet.
It's all good, Laura. I knew it would happen. Good.
Nice sweep.
Yeah.
Nice good sweep again. I don't know if we can bring that into play.
She's saying a hit and roll off the back.
A little tight, I thought.
I don't mind the freeze. No. That or the freeze!
I kind of like that. You just threw it.
So, just a little more weight.
Yep, yeah, yep.
Update time, Sheet C, must-win game for Kevin Koe, the defending Canada Cup champion, as Mark Kennedy looks things over. Gushue the red stones, and obviously Gushue is shot stone there on the home hardware button. Final one to come here from Kevin.
Just lining up the red-yellow combo guards. He's throwing down weight to ensure that if he hits it on the right angle, he will stick the second guard onto the shot stone.
Whoa, yep.
Here it comes, out turn tap,
Get
tap,
by.
tap,
Great
get
shot,
the red, bang it, wow. Every time we've updated this game, it's Kevin Gushue making a brilliant shot, backs against the wall, and it is 3-2 after 6. I made the comment, Kathy, yesterday. These guys, world champions, defending Brier champions, they have their Olympic trial spot already. They're defending Canada Cup champions. Sometimes a team like that almost needs their back against the wall to really elevate. I'm not saying they didn't come here and wanting to win. I get it. But really, backs against the wall, that kind of brings the best out of you, doesn't it?
It does as a competitor, for sure.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah.
There is a yellow stone in front of Emma that you cannot see, and that she's trying to play the thin cross double. There you are. Playing to get both.
Throw it straight through. Okay. Let's half a rock. Need to be on this side of the line, guys. Yep. Off. Close. Hold. Yep. Yep. Hard. Hard.
Should jam the yellow. Rachel is still shot stone on the button.
Okay. Just missed the line. Good throw. Had it. Yeah. Good throw.
Well, and it just finished too hard on the end. They had it just over the hog line, and just that little bit of extra finish catches it too thick.
No more than 2.
Just may not have a shot at it. Yeah. Okay.
Should move over here, I would think.
Yeah. Do you want to sit nose or do you want to roll under?
As long as we just don't leave it loaded.
Like just to here?
Yeah, we just don't want to make it too good. We don't want her to guard.
And what she means by saying if you don't make it too good, if she hits and rolls under here, no way that Rachel can get to it. So what Rachel will then do is guard this stone, and now the shot stone, there's just no path for Val to get to it. So they want to remove the stone and give Rachel a bit of a teaser, maybe show her half of the stone so that she will play towards that way, maybe not get the result that she's looking for. And then on her final stone, Val can play a hack weight sort of shot and get the couple.
Val Sweeting, her first 2 and 7.
Yes. Whoa, it's fine. Oh, sorry, that's okay. If I know
Just
roll,
like
you
that.
What was that?
10-3. 10-3?
She knows it, we might not have a shot. It was down.
Yeah, like we roll out. Yep. I just mean need enough ice here. 4.
So I'm thinking this track will run a little bit straighter. Like the yellow's a piece buried. So I throw like, for me.
Yep. No, for sure.
Yeah.
I throw like bumper.
I like that weight.
Up the speed here. Yep.
Discussion starting already on how she will make it, and it's an interesting, Val saying it's partially buried for me, keeping in mind that she is throwing from the hack closest to the wall, so she'll see less of it than if Lori were throwing.
There's the hit right on the nose.
And that was one of the concerns Val had, is if she did get to the nose, can you actually score 2?
It was really good. We just Rachel's panicking.
Or you?
Is it there for 2?
Yeah. You just gotta hit about half a rock.
So it changes the weight for Val. If that stone by Rachel Homan had rolled out to the wings, she would have been playing a hack weight or a bumper weight, but now she needs to make the double, hitting the shot stone first, but very thin, and almost using that second one as a catcher.
No bumper.
You don't think the yellow spills off the top of that red?
It will, but if she makes the double, it'll spill to the 8 foot. and still stick around enough to score 2.
Now would be the time for a clutch shot for Val Sweeting. Final stone here in 7.
It's red lighted.
Oh, man.
You pull it.
Hogline violation.
When it's not your day,
Okay.
it is not your day.
When?
Unbelievable.
Sorry. It's okay.
It rains, it pours.
So, oh, Val.
So focused on getting to the stick.
Just that last little touch of the finger. Lights on, and sadly for Val Sweeting, likely lights out. 7-2 Homan. Your updates continue at the Keystone Center. Must-win game for Chelsea Carey taking on Fleury. And 2 red stones there belonging to the defending Scotties champ. Final one to come from Fleury.
She's trying to play the big weight double to bring in the potential for 3 points, maybe even 4.
Has to curl up. The jam, the yellow goes, and the 2 reds, they're going to stick around. So a steal of 2 for Chelsea Carey. And that team has a pulse, up by 3 after 7. On the women's side, Jennifer Jones, we know, guaranteed at least a tiebreaker. Kelsey Rock, we know, eliminated. And Chelsea Carey at 1-3 has to keep winning and needs a little bit of help. On the men's side, every men's team still alive mathematically, but those 1-3 teams need a big-time Friday. And one of those teams happens to be the defending Brier and world champion and Canada Cup defending champion Kevin Koe from the Glencoe in Calgary, taking on Team Gushue, led by skip Mark Nichols, who's been a great story this week. Gushue starting with hammer. There was a blank, and then that one in the second. The only deuce scored in 6. That's courtesy Kevin Koe. We saw that in the update. So right now it is Koe, the Yellow Stones, with the lead, and Team Gushue, Red Stones, with hammer as we pick up action in a very close game. Every time we've checked in, Kathy, some rocks in play, some great shot making, and a close battle here in a must-win situation for Team Koe.
Wow.
Nice welcome to the game. Thanks for that, Charlie Thomas. What a start.
Charlie's struggling with either food poisoning or the flu earlier this week for about a day and a half. His color looks better today. Obviously, his leg drive is working.
Just didn't need that less on my or more on my first save.
Very nice triple.
Yeah.
Charlie Thomas, one of a few players that has filled in for Brad Gushue as Brad continues to rehabilitate. Has had a groin and hip problem, but talked with Brad earlier in the week on the phone as Vic, Cheryl, and Russ and yourself had a nice interview with him, and he's on the mend and already throwing rocks, and it sounds like he will return to an event in Sault Ste. Marie next week.
You saw those numbers for Kevin, 96%, and the 2 shots in particular that we showed on the updates or highlight reel shots by Kevin Koe. Just soft weight shots that just moved multiple granite for great results.
Oh, you sweep like a skip now, too.
Yep. we got it. Yeah. Oh. Stop. What are you? What weight do you want to say? Just heavy half. Okay.
Interesting storyline too, Kathy. Obviously, Brad is coming back, and that's great news for the team. Mark Nichols has really been a leader, stepping up and leading this team as well.
Getting rid of it.
If
just trying to roll.
Team Gushue happens to win this event, they get the spot at the Olympic curling trials. Makes you wonder then, Charlie Thomas, where does he fit into this team? I guess that'll be a question we'll worry about if that does happen.
Well, I did actually ask that earlier this week too, Charlie. I said, so what happens if you win? The team that wins goes. Have they talked to you about that? Because often those are discussions that are held. And he said, no, you know what? Mark called and said you want to play. And obviously, I think what would happen is Brad would be a part of this team. And you would hope maybe that Charlie would be their 5th and be part of it in some way. But I think that for Charlie, because he skips a very successful men's team, he may be hoping to still get there on his own.
Normal?
And one of the concerns for Charlie when we spoke earlier is just the burnout factor, especially for a guy like him who's got a very active men's schedule. He has filled in 4 previous events for the Nichols team when he hasn't been playing.
Easy.
He and Kalen have been playing mixed for a very long time, so it's every weekend there's something. And he did say that after Sault Ste. Marie, he had about 3 weeks off and was not planning to throw a single rock. Just burnout.
What a player, too. 2-time Canadian and world junior champion. And actually, in one of those Canadian finals, who did he beat? Brett Gallant. Now his teammate this week.
His teammate. It is a small country when it comes to this sport, and a very small curling world at the elite level.
Also one with the guy sweeping there, Jeff Walker, who are both from Alberta originally. So a tight game continues, and a blank on the board. Gushue with hammer when we return. Welcome back. We just joined this game, and Charlie Thomas gave us quite the welcome with that shot, Jackie, you just saw.
Well, he sure did. You know, you want to sort of manage your stones and have hammer and find a way to score multiple, but when we joined this game, not only was there a guard up, but there were 3 stones in the house belonging to Kevin Cooey. Charlie runs the stone back, makes the double, and also removes that stone that he drilled back. And rolls to a corner guard in case you want to use that too.
The key shot brought to you by Purex. It's Purex or nothing. It's been a great week so far at the Keystone Center here in Brandon, Manitoba. Home Hardware Canada Cup, final day of round robin play. And that 2-6 for Kevin Cooey, that's the deuce that stands out thus far. He has a 3-2 lead. It's Team Gushue skipped by Mark Nichols throwing the red stones and Nichols with hammer as we begin play here in 8.
For Mark, with the score the way it is, would love to score 2 in this end.
Looks pretty good to me.
The all-important 8th end, the even end. That would give him a 1-point lead, maybe try to force Cooey to 1 in 9 and have hammer coming home. That's how he would like to play it out. Kevin Cooey has his own view.
A little past that. It's fine. Shot, Jeff.
Tight. Line looks decent.
Tight.
Hey, line's good.
Can't. Weight's good.
Doesn't need a curl.
Just real tight, guys.
That could, it's good curl a hair if you can. That's good, that's good, that's good, that's good.
That's a good spot. Mind a blank here.
T-line.
It's going around.
A little light.
Little light.
Jeff Walker leads stones for Team Gushue.
Just T. Line's good. Yep. Just T.
Trying to get to the face of that stone, tap it back a little bit.
Yep. Hard. Little bump. Hard. Not much. Yeah. Little bump.
This team's got to be so excited as Newfoundland, Labrador, St. John's will host the Tim Hortons Brier this upcoming season. The first time since 1972 that province will host the Big Bonspiel.
Well, they hosted the Scotties in 2005 and did an exceptional job. And I heard that tickets are literally flying off the shelves without even knowing who will be there. It will be a fantastic event. That we know.
I think there's a pretty good chance that
Wait's
Gushue
close.
team
Easy, bud.
might
Nice
slide
and
in
quick.
there.
I didn't think he was heavy
Hard
either.
line.
Looks pretty good.
Line's good. Hard line. Line's good.
Wait's close.
That's the one thing that Brad was talking about in the interview he did with the broadcast team, and
Try and cross it.
Yeah, we can't.
something he's dreamed about likely since he was a little guy throwing rocks, and now that opportunity,
Good
and
shot,
then he gets
Brent.
hurt. But sounds like he'll be all systems go, and that's great to hear.
Great weight.
I think he'll sell some tickets alone if
Yes.
they qualify,
This is
which
pretty
they
good,
likely
too.
will.
Yeah, if we can get a shot out of it, right?
little late.
Top 8, guys.
Yep.
Line's good. Line's good.
We threw good.
No bounce. No bounce. Freeze it. Line's perfect. Freeze it. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
No.
Whoa. That's right there. Whoa.
A good try.
Might load up with the other turn.
Handshakes now in our feature matchup that we started with this morning. Final score, Rachel Homan 7, Val Sweeting 3. It was just one of those days for Val, as she said herself, when it rains, it pours. Just not their morning. So on the women's side, Jennifer Jones, Rachel Homan, we will see them on the weekend when it comes to the playoffs. Kelsey Rock has been eliminated on the ladies' side. As for the men, that's been the big storyline. Everyone mathematically still alive. That includes the defending champs of this event, Kevin Koe.
Well, the in-off for Brent winds up moving stones around, and it is now
Good shot.
Team Gushue's team that is shot.
One other ladies' game still on the ice here at the Keystone Center as well. Chelsea Carey up by 3 on Tracy Fleury. And it's Chelsea with the red stones. One to come here from Tracy. And I'm trying to see, there's a few bodies blocking.
So
is it a hit for 2?
It is, Brian.
For 2, yeah.
Easy clean. Easy clean. Nice, Trace.
Easy clean, always a good sign. And lovely from Tracy Fleury. Team from Sudbury. Crawling back, down by 1 after 8. Carey will have hammer in 9. And you see those records there. Chelsea Carey could not afford another loss today.
Whoa! Whoa!
Get over. Okay, it's good.
Sorry, Brett. That's pretty good. I prefer getting that out there.
What? I think you might as well kill this one. Kind of what I threw on that 2 ends ago, like just board.
Sure. Yeah, Kev
Sliver across.
Okay, Kev had board on this shot for 2.
And so realizing that it is his own stone that's going to be the biggest nemesis, wanting Mark to tap those stones back. They'll lose the back stone.
Whoa, guys! Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa.
Wanted to have those 2 lined up so they were all in a row.
Close.
Good board.
Okay.
I mean, we can roll right into that.
Okay.
One of the things,
Yeah.
one of the things that Mark said he really enjoyed about Charlie and why they asked him for this event, because they've also played with some of the other players,
I like just an inch more, yeah.
is just 2 things. One, how calm and there's the personality of Charlie Thomas is just serenity. And the other one is that because Charlie is a skip, he gives a little bit of advice, knows when to not talk, when to talk. And that just comes from knowing what he would like to hear if he were throwing last stone.
Whoa! Yep.
Little double, little tap.
And he's a pretty darn good shooter, too. Just really nice, easy control weight, predictable, easy to manage.
Think you throw peel.
Yeah, I like throwing weight.
Does he get to keep that Gushue jersey, do you think? On his back? Maybe get Brad to sign it for him?
Whoa!
I have no words for you.
Finally. Finally, Kathy. It took 6 years.
I was a little conservative.
And one of those other players that filled in on this team as well is here, and that's Pat Simmons, who's actually coaching this week, Chelsea Carey's team. What a job this guy's done, though, this week, Mark
They all just
Nichols.
seem to be sliding nice here, though. Like, Jeff's have all...
I just think it's going to be 2 feet slow.
Okay, well, I've been heavy on here on most of them, so I'll take a little off, but just watch it.
It's a good discussion of weight. Not been on the sheet, not sure. And sometimes as it gets later, it feels like there's something under your stone because that path has had so many rocks on it, and so it starts to wear down, flatten out.
Leave it run? No, I don't like that. Then we're probably...
Go heavy.
Close.
Back
Whoa. Where?
Back forward.
Ton of room. Right here. Right here.
That's 14-2, so conditions very quick on this middle sheet in this path.
Mark. Go. Keep going.
That looks like a nose.
Sorry.
No, it's probably going this way, isn't it?
It would be heavier there, but...
Timeout.
Think it gets it with a nose?
90-second timeout taken as Scott Pfeiffer will come out.
Oh, it's not.
I just don't like throwing it with weight that it goes.
Yeah. My only problem is I see this. If we make this, guys, they're gonna have a cross sheet 2 buried. We could do this.
Well, he still makes that, and it's a little dicey.
Yeah.
He plays the hit and roll.
This is our shot. It's just what's the weight and
Millimeter 7/8 low.
yeah. Nose with board is dangerous to the 5 not getting out of the rings.
I don't see these getting buried, right? I'd be worried he has some kind of still double and roll, but I could freeze here for now.
I'm almost thinking that that's the shot with control. It's hard to do anything really bad with control. Well, if you're a little bit high and this with control gets to here, it's a pretty good situation.
It's yeah. Well,
We can throw this with weight and hit it a little high.
yeah. If you tell me
Yes, it does.
If you tell me it's gonna hit that for sure, then I can throw it with weight. I think you're.
Yeah.
I think you're playing this with control.
Okay, let's play it. I'm okay with it because I'm not 100% sure.
Like I personally, I don't see it.
Okay, well then don't throw
Well,
it.
That is the discussion I like. You don't like it, don't throw it. I love that.
That's kind of what I thought. You're saving yourself here a bit. But I think, so where do you want to hit this with control? Pick a spot. 3/4?
a little earlier than the center line, right?
Okay, you don't want your shooter to go very far though.
No, I know.
Gotcha. Hair high.
Well, a great discussion we just heard, and that's why these numbers are so high. When you throw a shot that you are confident with, you are more likely to make it. Some great hitting numbers across the board. We talked about the key for today was draws. Some very solid numbers from both sides.
And a great discussion there, too, between the entire team, Gushue, Kennedy.
Easy!
And you just saw those numbers. If this guy buys into a shot,
clean,
got
yep.
a good chance of making it. His first
no,
here in 8 into Skip Stones.
No! Finish. Yep.
So the red goes.
Sorry, boys, a little overcall.
And they sit 2.
Make the double, make them freeze, or do we freeze? And then it goes right on it.
Hold on.
3.
It's a matter of getting the line right, but
The problem with playing the double
Yeah,
off
you
those
just have to
two
be close,
yellows
he's got a blast, right?
Yeah.
is that it's very easy for Kevin Koe then to be able to play the freeze.
Not too much, is it?
And you're out of the end. So Mark looking to
This'll
freeze the
finish,
shot
right?
stone.
Yeah.
Hoping that maybe Koe will have
Only
to
other
blast.
thing is you make the double and make him draw. He hasn't thrown his draws very well.
Oh, yes, he has. We have the numbers.
If he freezes, do we have off this other one? I know. It's a pretty important shot. If we make the double, he freezes, we can come off of this top one.
I don't hate the hit and roll either, or I don't hate the double either, Mark. Stick.
That's what I mean.
You're not going to be up there, though.
Yeah, but then his rock is here.
We got to make sure we score. I don't think you want to be playing that.
Okay.
We got to score.
Although the other thing is we try the roll. No, let's freeze. That's the right call.
Play the double. That shot is here. Then Mark says you come off this board to get the 2. But you're making a lot of assumptions on that. And they had talked about the benefits of playing the freeze. I like the call.
Okay.
Could stay a sliver high.
And if it comes down to it, he's got to draw for 1, at least to know the path, he'll know the weight.
Lots of good things from this.
Hey, your line's good.
Pretty good.
Room. Line's good. T-line. Line's perfect.
Line's good. Line's perfect. Whoa, whoa.
Room.
Whoa, line's perfect. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa.
Mark Nichols trying to lock it on that yellow stone.
It's pretty good.
Little bump, and he is shot stone with 1 to come from Koe still. Gushue with hammer.
If he knows this, that double is really difficult with that guard there.
Oh, yeah.
Right on the nose, boys.
Yeah. You just can't do this.
Yep.
Right? If I do something like that.
While they discuss things, Sheet D update, Reed Carruthers, Steve Laycock, great game there. Tied up at 3, and once again, a lot of rocks in play. Those yellow stones, though, belonging to the skip from Saskatchewan. He's lying 3 with 1 to come from Reed Carruthers.
Back line.
Yep.
Yep.
Whoa.
He's playing that in turn. I'm not sure if he even is trying to get shot or just come down and knows the second shot stone to concede a single.
I mean, I can throw just through, too. It's all
Hard. Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
It's good.
Can he get an inside roll? There's the hit. Is it good enough for second shot?
It is. It's a good concede.
So he takes his medicine.
Great shot, man. Thanks.
And it's a steal of 1. Steve Laycock up 4-3 after 8.
But I don't think that's minimum, do you?
What is the call here in our feature matchup, Kathy?
It is the nose. The key for Kevin Koe is not to roll off, because that will allow an opportunity for the Nichols team. Needs to sit right on the face of that red stone when everything is done, which is why he's throwing quiet weight.
Whoa, yes!
Big scrub now. Hebert, Lang trying to hold it for their skipper. And it rolls off, so opportunity now for Mark Nichols for his 2.
Same line. Yeah. Yeah.
And we've seen this story all week long. Mark able to orchestrate the skip's deuce. He just threw it. Final stone in 8. The out-turn draw, a chance for 2 and to take the lead.
Hey, you're in the same
Tighter
path.
line. No line same.
Same path. You'll have backing. Whoa. Same path. No backing. Okay, you have a little backing now. Yep.
Really good communication all the way.
Good throw, Mark.
Lovely weight.
Good, boys.
Mark Nichols, lovely touch, draws for 2. We got a close game here in Brandon. The 2017 Women of Curling calendar now on sale. All the proceeds go to the Curling Canada Foundation and charities that some of the curlers chose as well. You go to womenofcurling.com to choose and grab a calendar online. I believe Kathy Gocha, you're Ms. November this year, is that correct?
No, I missed November.
You missed November. The
Didn't have a
entire month.
calendar.
Gotcha. Welcome back to our feature matchup. Team Gushue taking on Kevin Cooey.
Send everybody back to return their calendars.
Let's keep it on the rails here. Lovely draw for Mark Nichols, who's skipping Gushue's team this week as he picks up a pair, and he leads by 1. It is Kevin Cooey from the Glencoe out of Calgary. With Hammer throwing the yellow stones. And we'll take this time to update now. Sheet B, Chelsea Carey, Tracy Fleury. And it is Carey up 5-4. And it looks like Chelsea is shot stone. And is there a chance for 3 here?
There is, but I don't know if she is playing that little hack weight shot.
Looks
or
like a lot
if
of
this
room
is just
for
the
that.
draw.
Yeah.
I think already up 1, 2 points
Line's great. All
would
you.
be huge. As we start to get into the later ends, it is the 9th.
Great draw, guys.
So you heard that is a straight draw.
Yep. Hard then. Well done. Whoa. You're good. It's good. It's real nice. Real nice, Chelsea. That's great.
Just board.
So nice touch for the 2, and as you mentioned, that probably was dictated by the score, Kathy. No need to go after the 3. They are up 3 now after 9. In a must-win situation if Chelsea Carey hopes to
Nice ends.
keep her playoff hopes alive.
Nice shots. All right.
See the roll to the wing here on our feature sheet. And for Kevin Cooey would be very comfortable in blanking this 9th end. Having Hammer coming home.
What? Control. No.
It's not curling.
Come on. Come on.
Good. Like you caught it at the end, though. Looked like it. Looked like it. But it doesn't do much there. As soon as you...
Clean.
Yeah, normal.
Whoa. Whoa.
Straight there. Fuck.
It is a critical final Friday when it comes to round robin play on the men's side in our feature game right now. Obviously a must-win for Kevin Cooey. They have to win this game to keep their playoff hopes alive. And a win by Team Gushue will ensure that they'll play on the weekend for sure. Later on tonight, Jennifer Jones will take on Rachel Homan, and the winner of that game will secure a bye directly to Sunday's final. So lots on the line here on this final Friday of round robin play at the Canada Cup here in Brandon.
Do you want to try and use that right now? No? Okay.
And by using that, you want to try to go around, try to find a way to maybe force Kevin Cooey to take a point. And for Mark Nichols, feels that it's maybe
Nice
a bit
and
too
tight,
early
guys.
to try to utilize that really far corner guard. And the best way to do it is to throw a center guard.
Sure, we're
Right
tight.
to
Yep.
my broom.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, that's fine.
Straight peel.
Pardon?
And away it goes.
What are you thinking here, Brent? Just leaving that come around?
Right now.
don't think I want a whole lot less than I threw over there. You agree for this draw? Yeah.
Trivia time, Kathy. Do you know on the men's side, the only 4-time winner of the Canada Cup? I'll give you a hint. One of the coaches of that team is behind the bench.
Close, yeah.
Ton of room right now.
Furby.
Ton of room.
Nope, close. Kevin Martin.
Well, that's not close. I'm sure Kevin Martin's sitting there
same
going,
province. I give you that. They were longtime rivals.
Break the stop, break the stop.
Jules Ochar, longtime coach of Kevin Martin.
Go, go, go,
4-time winner of the Canada Cup. And there you see past champions. You see
Furby
Randy
had
Furby.
3.
You did. I said you were close. You weren't far off. And Kevin Koe, obviously with a different team, won in 2008. Your champion in 2015 as well. So he still has an opportunity to win his 3rd.
Yeah, it sort of seems that once you figure out how to win this, you get yourself back and do it again.
You want to go double or nothing on the women's side?
No, I'm a statistics failure.
Well, I'm also cheating because I know all this stuff because I studied.
Whoa, yep. Whoa. Whoa, yep, yep. Hard. Hard. Oh, hard, 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 Brent. Go. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Hard, Brent, hard, Brent. Thanks, buddy. Sweet, guys. Thanks, bud.
Out turn.
On the women's side, Kathy, I'm going to go there anyways. So a 3-time champion. She is a skip from Saskatchewan,
Stephanie
not playing.
Lawton.
You got it. Boom.
Thank you.
Doubled your points.
Forward. Clean. Clean. Whoa. Just clean. Clean only.
Clean. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
No, Brett. No, no, no. Just clean.
Whoa, guys.
Whoa, we want to nose it. We want to nose it.
Oh, yeah.
So no attempt here by Kevin Koe to roll under. Just wants to keep things in the open and get through this and head home with hammer.
We've seen some difficult blank attempts so far at the Canada Cup. This one should be routine. And it's important as Reed Carruthers down by 1 to Steve Laycock, 9th end, and obviously 1 stone to come.
Easy, boys,
and that
easy.
is from Reed. He'll try to blank and
It is true that these are pretty much pro forma. Those are the kind of shots that you're supposed to make all the time. But sometimes the focus changes just that little bit. And it's huge whether you have hammer coming home or not.
we saw Val Sweeting miss a tough one earlier today in our feature matchup. Actually, Kevin Koe missed one as well earlier in the week, and that one no problem. So 4-3, Laycock leads, but Carruthers will have hammer coming home, trying to improve to 4-1.
And on this sheet, look for Mark Nichols and Charlie Thomas to call this very aggressively to roll behind the corner.
Close. Whoa. Whoa. Off. Whoa. Off. Whoa.
Wind is not moving at all.
Mark. Second.
And the blank is on in our matchup as well here. Final
Clean.
stone here in 9 for Kevin Koe.
Clean. Good throw, Kev.
No mistake.
Makes the red stone go away. So Kevin Koe will have hammer coming home here in Brandon.
The 2016 Home Hardware Canada Cup of Curling is brought to you by Home Hardware. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice. The 2016 Home Hardware Canada Cup of Curling is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for 22 years. By World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. And by Sponge Towels Paper Towels, nothing absorbs like it.
She is still alive. Big win for Chelsea Carey. Final score 7-4 over Tracy Fleury. So the defending Scotties champ has a pulse as we update the standings and especially focus on the women's side. So Jennifer Jones, Rachel Homan, they'll play later on tonight. The winner goes directly to Sunday's final. Carrie Anderson in a really good spot. She has 2 games left, taking on Rock and Carey. So if Carey can win those, as in Carrie Anderson, she'll make the top 3. And the top 3 do advance to the playoffs. In our feature matchup, it is a big game for Kevin Gushue, the defending champ of the Canada Cup. Needs a win to keep his hopes of the weekend alive. 4-3 after a blank in 9. Team Gushue has the hammer coming home, throwing the yellow stones. And they need to score 2 here, or 1 at the very least to force an extra.
Ready here. It's less, but I like it.
A little heavy right now.
Whoa then, whoa.
I think it is less.
We're to it.
No. No.
Not to it.
Not quite.
No.
Just keep it going. Keep it moving.
Just to my broom.
Almost to it.
You're there.
Yep. You gotta keep it even.
All right. Shit. I thought that was good. Are you tying to the same one?
Just over curled at the end, the center line. We've seen that this week here for sure. As it gets closer to the line, that's when all the finish comes off. And for Mark Nichols, if they were lined up directly, one on top of each other, pretty tough to double. But the way they're set up now,
Weight's good, guys.
not really a concern for the Gushue team.
No. Mine's fine.
Top 8.
Gotta go then. Gotta go. Get it.
Weight's good, guys. Weight's good. Easy. I know, buddy, but we're at least T-line.
Hard. Hard now. Keep her going. Keep going. Never off. Never off. Go.
She curled more than that.
Hack.
If you leave it right there, it's not bad. Back weight.
Brett Gallant, second stones for Team Gushue.
Yes.
Help him, Jeff.
Yes. Help him, Jeff. Hard.
Yep.
And if you're just joining us, that's not Brad Gushue sweeping. That is Charlie Thomas who's filling in.
That's good.
Good shot, Brett.
Kevin Gushue will try again. They were a little surprised it didn't finish as hard. Gave Brett an access to it. Nicely thrown.
Top 8.
Mine's good.
Pretty incredible, the experience of winning on this Gushue team. Each member has won 3 Brier titles.
Hard, Benny.
They know how to win
Hard, Benny.
individually and
Come on,
collectively.
you gotta go. Never off. Get some separation. Keep going. Hard.
Good scrub, Benny.
Good brush there to bury that stone.
Are we ever trying to run back? No? Okay.
Now you have to bump it, right?
I don't mind it.
But bump him and get him back there.
Okay.
I think we give it a go. Yeah. No, this is you now, Jeff.
Yep. Yes. Whoa. Oh, we just fucking missed. We missed it by that.
This out-turn board weight,
It's okay, Brett.
we've thrown a bunch, right? It's a nice spot.
You want to kill these?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you got to roll then.
I don't hate just moving them around.
I like that.
Okay.
Back 8-ish.
Sure.
Now Mark's frustration was with himself for the
I know,
line
get him
call.
out of the 4-foot. Back 8.
Yeah, you can back 8, back 12.
We're never bringing that one into play. Back 12.
The one that they're talking about bringing into play, the top left stone. It is about moving those stones
Okay, we got
around,
back
manipulating them.
Back 12.
So that's why you just bump them gently and don't throw the big weight, Kathy.
You bet.
Back line.
Want to make sure you keep your stones around. Just keep tapping them back.
Back line, guys. Yep. Yes. Hard. Hard. Whoa.
There's the tap. Roll the shooter.
Shot.
Good shot. I had to shoot that.
You try to stick it, but
Okay.
yep, yes!
Yep.
Hard!
Whoa!
I wanted to get the shooter out.
And the reason you wanted to peel the shooter out is if it stuck right on the nose, that would have been something that Kevin Koe could have utilized as a corner guard.
Pretty good too, actually. Yep. Top button. Freeze.
Sliver more.
Right now you can see that that other yellow stone in the house that is just biting the 8-foot is fourth shot. That's the one that they said is not likely to be a factor and be brought into play. So it is about making one very good shot that will lead to your two. If you think back 2 ends to Mark Nichols, made one really good freeze on his first one. That gave him the deuce. That's what Team Koe needs to do here.
Shot.
Good sweep.
The straight picket.
Is that double any good?
Yeah, we're probably losing that.
No, I'm off the yellow, the other yellow.
Oh, that's real good. Okay. Stick.
Is it good?
Sure.
Stick.
What did you say about having
I don't
another
want
skip
stick
on your
either.
team?
2/3.
That's awesome.
Stick half.
Okay.
And with the stagger, it's there. And, you know, for Mark, just he was very honest. He's not used to skipping. It's been an interesting year, but sometimes you get so fixated on the shot stone, you forget to see the bigger picture.
Whoa! 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 Roll it.
Charlie Thomas
Roll it. Roll it.
rolls it over, doesn't get them both, but not a bad effort.
That's good, eh?
Yeah. No, it's.
Well, for Charlie, needed to have it curl just that little bit more to catch that first yellow stone just a bit thinner.
Enough. I think you could have hit it thin enough.
I think that's a nice spot, though.
It's not bad.
If it's frozen there, he gets out.
Yeah.
If it taps an inch, he doesn't get the shooter anyway. Well, I can tap it a foot.
Well, it's still, I wouldn't be thinking that because the odds of this nut jamming are...
The only other thing is we're cutting down our scoring space, and he's sitting 2, and it's the third's last rock. Can we ever throw this firm like this?
It's just a make or miss.
Well, this squirts to here. It's not a make or miss because you're going to have a nice pocket, and if he doesn't make a good double... Well, what do you mean? If I hit 7/8 with firm, even if I roll to here, the double might jam, and if I roll perfect, there's no double. And at least you got something to draw to, and at least we have a score. Because right now, I'm worried we're not going to score if we do something in the center right now. Well, you know, but... I'm thinking we can move the 6 into a really good spot with some weight. And you know what, Kev? If I did this right there, this double is no guarantee either.
You're assuming that this 6 doesn't...
I'm making a lot of assumptions, but it looks like there's good action if I hit it a hair low.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if you just throw it with... So that this just kind of goes in here. And
that would be like, we could throw easy normal if you want.
Yeah, I'm thinking normal.
Normal's fine.
Turn.
I'm thinking the intern because we know this spot. Let's be quick here.
I think you can be for good normal.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, roll this 2 feet.
3/4, 4/5.
So 2 objectives. One is you want to tap this stone back, but the key is that one of those stones is going to wind up in this area. And what you're going to result in is having a little bit of a pocket building for yourself. Again, looking for that second point and how they will score it. Or making one very good that Mark Nichols can't get out.
Okay.
It's
good. It goes right into it.
So after a timeout,
Got to be quick here.
nice shot there from Mark Kennedy. You got 2 in the top 4, and it's time for the game story, Kathy.
But we did not start with this game, so we're focusing on the second half since we did. We saw the great run double by Charlie Thomas to kill the momentum building by Cooey. And then that great freeze in 8, that led to the 2, and that's why the edge right now is for Team Gushue. And look at those great skip numbers.
The game story brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada.
So you don't think this goes off the back, eh? I think it might.
That's what's left. Now keep in mind that we've seen Kevin Cooey call both of his timeouts already.
Throw real hard, and if we nose it, it's not terrible. If we paper ticket.
You got to think too. Even if we paper ticket.
Yeah, but that's way easier for me to get out. Well, he can, but he's got to be perfect, right?
Just go down to it.
Yeah.
I hate how if you go there or you play that what we want to play and we only get it there, he hits and rolls over here, then we don't have a double, right?
He doesn't have a ton to roll to. So you count those 2. You could do this.
Yeah.
Unless you want to take a run at trying to get it through the hole.
I don't think so. I never think it does. I think it goes under, if anything. I never think it goes through there.
I can't see it going under. I think this is the call.
Okay, time's in.
Okay.
You want to whip it though? Or
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're trying to feather tick that yellow.
So their timeout done.
There, Mark? Yeah.
It's time for us to go to sheet D. Reed Carruthers, Steve Laycock, very close game as well. And Steve with those 2 Yellowstones counting. And 1 shot remains here for Reed Carruthers. It'll be the out-turn draw for a single and chance to force extras.
And quickly on our sheet, you see Mark's going to whip it. Just get rid of one of them. That double drives one of the Yellowstones into the reds.
Line shouldn't be an issue for you.
I always say force extras. I guess I'm assuming they're going to play 12 or 13 ends.
Yes, well.
An extra end also works.
Well, they have not swept this at all.
I think we want to be shot though, right?
Ideally,
Needs the brakes, needs them quick. Reed Carruthers has to slow down, and he slides too far. And Steve Laycock, big win for him. And that makes the field a lot more interesting as they both go to 3 and 2. Seems every time we watch Steve Laycock involved in final rock, close game. Back to our feature matchup now. 2 stones left for Kevin Cooey. He has the hammer down by 1 here in 10. This is first.
Hard! Where are you?
Going.
Remembering lots of complicated ends. There are no timeouts left for Team Cooey, so for his last shot, it will be very quick decision making.
Hard, hard.
Turn. You like that, Mark?
Am I throwing the out or the in?
Up to you. You can throw either.
What do you think's easier?
I think we've seen the in a bit more.
Yeah. I think this will run.
Should hold
What am I
straight,
trying to hit?
Whatever you can see. Half rock is good.
We never go under it, do we?
No.
Okay.
And again, that's a conversation you would have in the house if you had the time. They do not.
Okay.
So you hit what you
Straight
can
up.
see. Your
This
shooter
will
will
run good.
roll, ensure that it catches on that other yellow stone, and you will lie probably 3. 15 seconds. Needs to get to the tee, and he has.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa!
So Mark Nichols, his final stone here in 10. Bangs the yellow. And he gets it right out.
Well done.
So is the nose hit good enough for 1 here, or does he have to draw?
Good job, guys.
I am not sure.
And I'm talking about the 1 top 4. That's what Mark's looking at right now.
Feathers the top, makes the yellow go away, lies 3. There's your confirmation that you.
Unless the nose is good.
And I don't know that the nose is good, Brian. I think you would have to roll a little bit. You heard Kevin just say he didn't want to play that unless a nose would be enough, and it is not, and so it is the draw.
The defending champ of the Canada Cup, his playoff hopes rest on this shot right here. Final stone in 10.
Line's good.
Needs full 4. Would love the button to force an extra.
This one.
No, line's good.
Do you need it? Straight T line. Line's good. Do you need this one? Yep.
Not a broom to it. Nichols now on the brush, moving far enough, and he does.
Oh my goodness, I heard Mark Kennedy say 3 times, do we need this one at the back to come down to it? And got no feedback whatsoever.
Somewhere back home, Brad Gushue smiling. What a performance from Mark Nichols and this team. 5-3, they knock off the defending Canada Cup champion. And with that, Kevin Koe will not play on the weekend. So, your updated standings. Team Gushue, we will see them on the weekend. Brad Jacobs at 3-1. Steve Laycock and Reed Carruthers. It is interesting on the men's side, and at the women's top of the table, Jennifer Jones, Rachel Homan. They'll play later on this evening. The winner of that game advancing directly to Sunday's final, and Carrie Anderson is in a good spot as well. If she can win her next 2 games, she will play on the weekend. This is a big one too. Brad Jacobs, Reed Carruthers. That's next on TSN, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Right across our feeds. Vic, Rush, Cheryl, Kathy Gauthier, myself will be back with the coverage. On behalf of producer Kevin Pratt, Kathy Gauthier, myself, it's been a lot of fun here in Brandon, Manitoba. Thanks for watching our coverage. The Canada Cup right here on TSN. We'll see you all this afternoon.